The world always changes. But one thing is still the same. Even the strongest pass through Oz Gate. So when you fight with honor. Because cowards die forgotten. And you make the world. On the other side.
It's not a matter of if. When will you pass through?
Hello! And welcome to Shadows of Archonia 2, our weekly Stars World Cities Without Number campaign, episode 53. My name is Steve Boshier, and I will be your game master for the evening.
What's up, Misery? Steve.
Alan?
Archonia Fest Day 0.
Woo!
And I'm going to be playing Eddie Bones still, the savior of Jakish and the avatar of Nakashi, here to show them who's boss.
Hello, I'm Yuri. I'm playing Sally One-Eye, the only normal one of this group.
Normal?
Speaking of weird, I am Max, and I am playing Lorien or Annenbeck III, or as my followers call me, Eric Aegir, the god of what I presume to be lowlights.
And I'm Matt, and I'm playing Asarius, the formerly a fox wizard, now a different kind of wizard.
Hot wizard.
Sally says, I thought you'd be a lot smaller.
So this is the...
Hung.
I see everything.
I mean, I'm not looking at that.
Oh, I'm looking.
It's not human. It's a whole different deal down there.
More curious.
Canon!
Is that
Still functional, just different.
Yeah.
so? It's
Serpentine.
So are we talking about like a knot or something, or
Content warning. If you don't know this channel, this is a dark fantasy show intended for adults. We don't know what's going to come out of people's mouths. Right up until it happens. My guy, let me get through it.
or what goes into their mouths?
Oh!
Yeah. Listen. Content warning.
Sorry, Misery.
Wow.
Horror themes, descriptions of brutal violence, sexual situations, foul language, and other topics of an adult nature will happen here. So if you don't want any of that, bounce.
I'm not adult.
Misery's not
Misery's
adult
not adult. Please. Misery come back later. Yeah, so if you saw the intro at the beginning, all the character art in that intro was by myself. Not everything you see in the intro, the music and all the backgrounds and stuff are licensed from other sources, but the actual characters I did, you can hit me up if you'd like your character or your party rendered in my style. I am on Facebook and Instagram as Mighty Works Character Portraits, and on ArtStation as Steve Bushier, which is my real name.
Do you do self-portraits? Like, can you just do me?
It'd be real hard, but I can. Yeah. It's hard because you know what you look like, and it's different than what other people think you look like.
Oh, wow. Talking about philosophical.
Hey, that's how it is. Anyway, yeah, that's that. If you don't know, we have a whole other show on this channel called Tales from the Backlog. That's on Monday nights, where it's a remote game, and we rotate our games and our players. This coming Monday, the Tales from the Backlog episode will be the final event in Archonia Fest.
Yep.
And will be the first of 2 sessions in Tales of Equestria. Little Pony, Tales of Equestria.
Right here.
What's your picture thingamajig?
That's our pony.
I'm
Is that a
unicorn.
spider? No, you're.
Someone just popped up in the YouTube chat. Can't read the username, starts with a D.
quest.
Thanks for showing up.
Darcy.
Say,
Dart.
found this counter.
Darkry.
So hard to catch
Dr.
up without
Cray.
going
I'm
to
on the
watch
other
it
side of a
right now.
long room. So I don't
Yeah, no.
But thank you.
We need
for,
bigger
Thank you for coming here. We are streaming live on both YouTube and Twitch, if you don't know. And if you are on Twitch, you can head over to YouTube to watch all of our back episodes of this campaign, the previous campaign, all of our side campaigns, and the other show, Tales from the Backlog. Every back episode is over there. We have many hundreds of hours of content for you. I did the math once. It was a lot. I don't remember the number.
1 billion.
But even that was months ago now, so it's a lot more. Yeah, and if you don't know, this weekend is Archonia Fest, our 6-year anniversary celebration beginning tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Pacific time. We are going to have, right off the bat at 10 a.m., we're going to open with a little hour-long discussion, chat, welcome section. We're going into an interview. I'm going to be interviewing Chris Bynum of Crit, which is an online gaming convention that I'll be GMing at this year. So he's going to tell us about that, about his past experiences with it, what he expects this year, and hopefully get a lot of people to sign up, come game with us there. After that, we have 8 actual plays over the course of those 3 days, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. We're going to be doing, let's see if I can remember in order, Call of Cthulhu, Survive the Night, those both on Saturday. Sunday, we have Beyond the Stars, which I'll be GMing, AZD6 Rocket Patrol playtest, which I'll also be GMing. We were going to have the creator Scotty GM that. He's not going to be able to make it on Sunday. He will be playing in the Survive the Night game, though, on Saturday. And then, of course, Shadow Dark. Call of Cthulhu and Shadow Dark run by Alan here.
Can't wait.
And
Can't
then
wait.
Monday morning, we have the creator of Hyper-Tellurians and Wolden, which just finished its Kickstarter. It's going to be... What?
Did we skip stars?
No,
Oh, no, we did. Okay.
But he's not running that. I'm running it.
That's right, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Wolden. Yeah, Wolden just finished kickstarting, and the creator of it, Frank Motocross Redding, is going to be calling us from Berlin to GM it for us on Monday morning.
Wow.
After that, yeah, the timing was real crazy to work out because his time change is this weekend, and my time change was right before, like when we were talking, like right after when we were talking. It was a long story. But then also Monday, Vieja Escuela Pulp, GM'd by Mia, and then the last game is the previously mentioned Tales of Equestria. So we'll be seeing all of those games this weekend. But this, as Alan mentioned, is kind of Archonia Fest Day 0. This is our regularly scheduled Friday game, but we're less than, by the time we finish, we'll be less than 12 hours away from the start of Archonia Fest. So.
Exciting. Very exciting.
Yes. That'll be fun. If you like what you see us do here, you can come join us on our Discord, talk to us there. We're all in there. The cast of both shows are in there. And I'm going to switch the music. It's driving me crazy. And if you really like what we do, you can find us on Patreon. Patreon.com/Shadows of Archonia. Welcome to Chat Goblins.
Hey.
All right. Thank you very much. new chatter on YouTube just became a channel member. You're actually our first YouTube channel member.
Yeah,
Thank
the
you
very first
so
one.
much. Yeah.
Shout out,
Much love.
Appreciate you
shout out
so much.
to Darcy.
Guys,
Alan will take off his shirt for you.
Welcome to the Bone Zone.
we've been theoretically monetized for some time. Now there's some monetization happening. That's good.
Thank you for that. Thank you for
Appreciate
Thank
you.
you for that.
Very, very appreciate it.
DM me after the stream.
Dark Ray. I'm so sorry. I just can't see it from here.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
It looks like it.
Anyway, we are picking up episode 53. Hold on. Let me get this going. There we are.
Big moment.
Yes.
Big moment.
Let's also switch this out to something a little bit dramatic-ier. How about
Dramatic here.
this one? When last we left off. Oh, that's too much.
Wow, we're about to go in a fight right now?
Maybe.
I have that one mislabeled.
I'll fight you.
Here we go. Yeah. So, when last we left off, you guys had just finished beating the crap out of a polar bear man. You know,
like a nice guy.
to put it in the most flippant way possible. You are on the planet Jaquish Reynard, where you have found a society of... Sorry, I got signed out of my Google Drive. Not a sponsor. You have a society... What if they were? We'd have a studio. You found a society of anthropomorphic animals, genetically engineered originally from humans. You found that they are composed of... First of all, the planet is frozen, completely solid, so cold that on the surface, what would be air is actually in liquid state. So all the people live underground in these ice caves, essentially, using heat from the center of the planet. And they are organized into small villages that, small settlements. And you guys found that in the one you visited, they are having a meeting of council members, a big council meeting of leaders from all the other settlements that they could get to come, about Professor Shirakuma, who, from what you gathered, is essentially a polar bear man who's an eco-terrorist on this planet, wants them to stop their genetic meddling, wants them to stop interfering with nature, even though, as was discussed last week and in the pregame, by the way, pregame, if you join the Patreon, 15-minute show we record right before these go live.
It was a good one.
Strong.
It was a good one this week.
conversation.
Yeah. But as we discussed, that this planet is already fairly in tune with nature. The whole deal here is taking care of the animals, even to the extent of altering themselves to be more like the animals. But it's not enough for Professor Shirakuma. He wants the sentience out. He's trying to destroy society. He's trying to get people to just stop doing all the stuff they're doing. Came in with an attack force, perhaps a bit hypocritically, including animals, which he was obviously controlling through some means. But you guys helped the council defeat them in battle, disguised as you were as animals. Of course, not all of you were in disguise. One of you was just actually cursed to be an Arctic fox. For 52 9/10 of an episode.
And 2 million years.
Yeah, and 2 million years in canon, one of you was in the shape of an Arctic fox, but another of you, Eddie Bones, recently gained an incredible ability to restore any altered being to its natural state, and he used it. In the middle of the council chamber, right after the fight, on Asarius, who for the first time since you have met him, is in his true form. And butt naked.
Crazy ass decision.
I thought you'd be a halfling.
Can we see a picture of him?
I knew
Not
you were
a
gonna
blue man.
bring it up. Here's the
You're so much
art,
taller and bigger.
and there we go.
I'm very much taller and bigger. Oh my god, it feels so good to be back in my body and whole again. Now you all see the true power of what I can do. Actually, it's freezing in here. Do you guys have any clothes? My God, I haven't been without fur.
I unclasp the
I give you my jacket. I hope.
Mine! I give you mine!
Oh my God! Jesus, it's not enough. How can you guys live without fur?
We just figure it out.
We're just really hot.
I guess so. Thank you.
So how did?
Eddie.
No. You're welcome.
You're so short.
Really?
Like, it's
Yes.
weird looking down at all you guys.
How tall are you, by the way?
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
tall. He's like almost 7 feet. Not counting the horns.
And
Wow.
Asarius.
so I say this is how you were before.
Yeah. This is me. The real me.
What are you exactly?
Yeah. And
I'll remind you because it was a week ago from real life. Rayon the lion saw you and said, "The cursed man."
Yeah, which is interesting. Because
That was him before.
what is how okay. Does my race doesn't exist in this current era, I imagine, so having a word that I can give them to describe it, I guess the closest thing would be a tiefling.
do you say that in your language?
I say it first in my language, and then I'm like, roughly a tiefling.
So because of my ability, I instantly learn your language. Because as soon as I meet you, I can do it. So
All my things.
Is this maybe a conversation that we can have anywhere else?
Yeah, I feel like we're
Yeah,
now.
Tanaka is actually looking at you and say, "What's going on? Why are
I'm
you
so sorry.
naked?"
Eddie, as the avatar of Jaquise, raises his staff up and says, "Do not worry, I have cleansed this man, and now he is free from his curse. He is a friend of mine, so have no fear. He will not harm you."
You were under a curse?
Yes, I'm from. It's a long story.
It's honestly part of the it's a part of the ball, you see. We fear that many of your residents here and the people that we belong to, obviously, are being changed in a way that's not natural or that is a part of our culture. You see, we fear that they are being turned into, well, animals that they are not connected to.
Tanaka, the cat girl, leader of the council here. So your curse was to be a quadruped?
Yes, I was quite limited in that form. It required a lot of assistance. I was basically handicapped.
It's a long story, but again, we're not really here for this.
And hence why we need to find the ball.
Yes, we're trying to find this artifact, and we did help you defeat that polar bear.
Rayon turns and says, "No. Tanaka, honored council members, I recognize this being, and now that I see his true form, I recognize also the form he was cursed to. We have records of him.
You do.
How is that possible?
Many things are kept on Jaquise Renard that exist nowhere else.
Apparently so.
Well, those records can always be meddled with.
How?
They certainly can, but
What do you
come
think
here.
this is?
You come here looking for a ball, a crystal ball, diamond colored.
That's to put it in a simplistic way, but yes.
He's collecting his omnium bind stones. He seeks to trap the gods.
No, incorrect.
I have proof that I'm not doing that.
Okay.
Here is a god.
That is not a god. That's a guy. What are you disguised as? I forget.
I'm disguised as a bear.
Oh right.
I look at you and I'm just like,
The jig is up. We might as well.
Yeah, and I say,
you're kidding me, right?
and I say these stones were meant for that, but we're trying to reverse that.
Oh,
The problem is there's actually a god trapped in it. And
Yes.
that god is potentially, well, more than likely what we need to literally
Yes.
save the entire universe.
you see white tentacles come from the ground and kind of encase me and flake away and break away as I return back to my normal self, and I just wait.
Hebby. You caught his name earlier. Serpent Man. He sees that happen. He goes, "Well, that's disturbing."
I am Norian.
Rayon goes, "No, you're not."
Yes, I am.
You can scan him with your device. It clearly shows the true identity of hidden beneath.
So, Rayon, I don't know if you remember from last week, he is one of the creatures who is not like anthropomorphic. Like he's been fully modified into the shape of a lion, quadrupedal and everything. So he doesn't have hands.
Yeah.
but
I'm gesturing to the otter kid.
Yeah, the otter boy.
Otter boy. Otter man, come on.
Utterly adorable.
Oh, boo.
You know who I think of when I think of him as like a Jimmy Olsen type character?
Yeah.
He's legally an adult, but come on.
Come on.
Dr. Kawauso is his name. And he holds it up. He says, "This thing doesn't scan for divinity. I don't know what you think."
Oh, we were on a planet that had something similar to that could, so I assumed. My bad.
Nice voice, by the way.
Thanks.
But again, as the avatar of Jakish, I just kind of say we have no ill intent here.
You hear a voice from behind you that says, "You don't even know what you're lying about anymore.
No,
The avatar of Jakish, that's the planet."
no.
And you turn and you see a 7-foot tall female Catwoman who is the exact image of the Nakashi avatar that you saw painted on the wall.
Oh.
And she walks in, she says, "Eddie, knock it off." And she waves her hand and your Shadow of God turns off.
Oh,
She turned you off.
okay. So this is the real Nakashi.
Yeah.
then.
And she says, listen, come here.
Okay.
Okay, I know it's been a minute, all right? You can't just go around telling people that I sent you places when I didn't.
I mean, I am here because of you, though.
Someone's in
I mean,
trouble.
sort of, kind of, in that, like, yeah, you're my fault. You can't just do that. That gets people in a lot of trouble when they do things that they were gonna do anyway and then say God sent me. That can get you in a lot of trouble. Don't do that.
So I'm not here because of you.
Well, you're here because you came here with your wizard friend to save the universe, which is a good reason to be here. Just don't tell them that you're my avatar. I didn't say that to you.
Can I be your avatar?
Maybe we'll talk later. But she's gonna turn to Tanaka and say, "I have come, fortunately, first, because," and you see some of the creatures in the room have already recognized her and have knelt down onto one knee, and so I have come here in the form that you know me because an alarm was just set off in the divine realms. The devil of the gods is back.
And I look over to Asarius. Do you mean him?
Yeah, look at him. I want you all to know that I, the goddess of light and healing, trust him. And you have my word that he is here for good reason. His God-killing days are behind him. You may...
Knock it off.
His God-killing days are not happening right now at this moment. If you...
The good ones are safe.
Listen, you're not helping. I came here to help.
Sorry.
I'm like, Lorian, you're not safe.
Listen, I haven't spoken a word in millions of years, like out loud, so I'm sorry. I'm talking a lot.
Stop.
Yep, I'm stopped.
As Lorien, god of what was once the elves,
Believe it or not, he's telling the truth too.
because we are equals, I also put my stamp of approval on Sarius here. He is okay. Because we are equals, you agree? Yes?
You don't have to keep saying that we are equal.
I just want to be recognized. I feel like nobody remembers me.
Well, if we're going by follower count,
Okay, it's not about a follower count.
It
But-
really is.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it like a godgram or something?
Well,
You guys?
well, the more followers you have.
She holds up her phone.
Yeah.
It says like 8.7 million on hers.
Yeah.
It says like 43 on yours.
And it's just like your mom's like 4 accounts.
I feel
Wow.
sick, guys. Come on, it's just 200. It's fine.
Dr. Kawaluso says, well, I don't understand how we're supposed to even know that you're Nakashi. I mean, this thing doesn't even tell me that you're a... All right.
Her, but not me.
Well, I was about to say this thing doesn't even tell me that you're a god, and then literally a speech bubble popped up that says it does now.
God up. Don't tell me. It's fine.
It says, but, when I pointed at you.
It does not say that.
It does say but.
Surely
It's the
to me.
same speech bubble. He turns around. Nakashi has put a speech bubble on the picture of you that says but.
I just glare at her.
But yes,
Someone
anyway.
needs to be the god of butts.
Not me.
You're perfect for it.
But
Look at those cheeks.
I know it's plump and nice, but come on, stop it.
Actually, I think our blue friend there,
Stop it.
But yeah, I agree. Maybe we should take a little recess from his transformation. But we would love to speak to someone who might know this location of this stone, because it's in we are in dire straits of locating it.
Rayon says, Rayon with his face still on the ground in front of Nakashi. And you guys are kind of getting the vibe that the cat people are the ones that worship Nakashi. So Rayon and Tanaka, basically. And the others, they are showing her respect, especially the mammals, but they're not all necessarily followers. Rayon says, I am the keeper of ancient histories. I'm the only one that has access to the knowledge you seek.
Oh, okay.
And he will say, Lady of Healing, is it your command that I reveal this information to these people?
The One Eyes is our group name, by the way.
The one eye, the
yes,
one
the
eye.
one eyes.
Yes.
You all have one. You all have multiple eyes, except for the one with the eye patch.
It's just expression.
That's me, but all you hear is.
Right.
It means a lot to us.
And you see Otter Boy, Kawaluso. He says, are you guys called One Eye because of the one eye that follows you around?
Oh.
Actually, yes.
It looks like it's canine?
Correct. Yes.
Ah.
He's a very good boy.
I'm surprised you don't have records of him on your files.
The voice is going to be interesting.
Well, I mean, this isn't like a... That's not what this is. This is just a scanner.
No, I know, but you have files on me and... Never mind.
Rayon, do you know anything about an eyeball? No.
But yeah. Can we like take a little break?
Tanaka is going to say, yes, I was about to say we're having a lot of conversation over the dead bodies of our foes.
Yes,
We should
and-
maybe take 5. She's going to gesture over towards the elephant guy, Zoe. She'll say, Zoe, please take them to some quarters where they can rest and heal, and we'll speak to them after we've got our heads together about all of this.
Can I take Nakashi to the side again one more time?
What, Eddie? What?
And I just say, just let me tell you, it's really great to see you again. And I've done so much since the last time I've seen you.
Yeah?
And I feel like I'm very close to finally beating Destiny.
Well, how come you didn't tell me about any of it?
I've been praying
When?
on the way here.
On the way here. Listen. First of all, I can't hear you when you're inside a spike drill. Don't tell anyone.
Oh, really?
Second of all, your girlfriend stole the drawing I made.
Well, she presumes things.
She presumes things.
Yeah, she presumes things.
I'm gonna have to have a talk with her.
Really? I mean, I mean, that's a pretty big deal.
Eddie,
Half our ship exploding.
I'm just being silly. I don't care that she picked up the drawing.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm just. By the way, is there a way I can like contact you again in the future?
You can try praying more often. That's one thing.
I mean, yeah, but.
You mean you want me to show up when you want me to show up?
Well, no. I'm just saying there might be a time later in the future where we're facing off against Destiny himself, and maybe it would be nice backup.
Divine assistance against the god-killing spell machine.
I mean, that's literally what I'm chosen to do, right?
Yeah. I'll tell you what. I watch you more than you think I do.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Ew.
Stalker.
Not all the time. Unlike, she looks at the invisible spot in the air. Unlike some deities, I do not have the energy to constantly be watching everyone under my charge. There's too many of you for one thing. Not just one family.
Then what good is a goddess anyway?
He can't hear me. It's just an eye. But I do watch you a lot. When you get close to your solution, and I believe you will, those of us who are still in our own heads, I believe we will all show up to.
I go like this.
She reaches out and pets your head.
And I touch her hand.
And sorry, when she does that, the room full of animal people go, ooh.
Head pats.
And I touch her hand and I just say, I won't let you down.
How come that guy's still blind?
Who?
You know, your friend with no eyes?
Oh, the one back
I'm
on.
just kidding. I know, he's got a whole attitude about it, yeah.
As we walk away.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't do Corinthians roll.
Yeah.
11.
Another 11, same as last week.
Oh wait! Oh yeah. By the way, yeah, Grace is here.
Yeah, I know. I see her.
How does Grace look right now?
Now that you actually bother to look over at Grace, you see that she seems to not be moving at all.
Not be moving, like scared or
Fuming.
Roll a notice. Notice plus intelligence.
If you look close here.
Actually,
her foot's
you can use
tapping.
charisma if you want. Charisma or intelligence.
intelligence is probably better. Whoa, that's good. So I got 11 on the die. Plus, so 12, 13, 14, 15.
Grace isn't moving because she's been frozen.
Oh.
Like magically frozen?
Yeah, she's in stasis.
Probably. I look over at Nakashi. Did you do that?
Yeah, well, I want to get a word in edgewise. You know how she is.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
You can do better, Eddie.
I don't know about that. See, the thing about I look over. I look at Nakashi and I just say, "Hey, think about Grace and why I think she's so great. It's just because she liked me before I turned into this. So I don't think there's anybody else that can match up to that."
No, I'm sure you're right. Anyway, yes, good animal people of the animal planet. These are my friends. They're not here to kill gods. They're actually here to let one out. Anari, old friend of mine.
Which is what I was going to say, also an old friend of mine.
You know the difference between me and you? I can prove it.
Yeah. Sorry, I usually keep those to myself, but it's weird.
You got me there.
Hey, no, seriously. I'm glad you're back. I hope that you... Yeah. We're very good friends.
We should be like spotted together.
We co-led an entire battalion of Archons in the Realm War.
Well, way more than a spa day. I see.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, we, you probably don't remember any of it. I hope that you start acting more like yourself when you're able.
I think I've gained a lot of knowledge on being this. And to be honest, I kind of like this.
You kind of like being a kid?
Kind of like the perspective of being a person.
Well, I wouldn't know.
It's kind of nice.
Yeah. We're 2-0 on the whole death thing, me and you.
Me too?
Yeah.
You? Oh. Well, hey. Join in sometime.
Nope.
Humanity's not so bad.
Okay, not the point. Not looking forward to dying.
I look over at Eddie. Honestly, death is not so bad when you get to live such a fulfilling life.
Well, I'm not close to the end yet. Hopefully.
Your wisdom remains unchanged. That's about it.
I give Nakashi a wink.
We're not there yet.
I also give her a wink.
Is it your patch eye though?
She hands you a slip of paper.
Patch eye.
She hands you a slip of paper, which you can't read, but it says 7 numbers written on it.
And Eddie's been wanting her contact. I just slipped that in my little coat. Well, you know, I don't have a coat anymore. My pocket.
Yeah.
But you vouch for me, so
Yeah.
there's something.
I know what you're up to. It's good.
Oh.
It's a good.
Oh, by the way, before you leave,
Huh?
can you give us a quick update on the other guys? Do you know what's happening to them?
Which guys?
So the Chaos, Shadow, Deathstorm are attacking the council, right? Or is the council attacking? No, it's the council.
The council.
Certain people from the council are attacking.
Other people from the council.
Yeah. So, and the last we heard was from Abraxia, that he was being attacked by both the Chaos Lord and the Thunder God.
Well,
He didn't look so good.
Yeah, and that was a while back, so I wonder how it's going.
that's concerning. I only learned about the council from you. I don't know if you remember that. Back on your old ship, but since then I have been doing some investigating about where such a cabal of powerful beings could even be. And as it turns out, I solved it.
Solved it?
I know where they are. I know where their base is. I figured if there's a council of beings out there specifically set up to, keep us in check as deities, we should we probably know where they live.
Yeah, and we should probably not talk about it in mixed company.
Yeah. Yes. Absolutely.
Oh, good call. She's gonna zap you guys into a time bubble.
Nice.
Which, by the way, makes Grace start moving again because she was already in one. So you're just in it with her now.
Okay. So everyone else in the room is frozen.
And Grace is like,
I can.
I had no idea Dick could be shaped like that. Wait, what?
And I blush.
And
Great.
Sorry.
Eddie takes a mental note. Maybe I can take his identity later.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I mean,
Yeah,
you
she's
do have this platform.
Akashi says, Malek. It's a planet.
Malik.
Is that one we already?
That wasn't one of the ones you showed us, was it?
It is actually, but you didn't.
I can't read anyway.
It wasn't one of the ones with a ball on it.
Yeah.
It was on the map, but I didn't like highlight it for you. I will show you momentarily.
Okay.
May
Malik.
lick one day.
You look one day.
Oh, that's wrong. Let's get the art
Wow,
off
dude,
of there.
Be happy with what you got.
It doesn't mean.
Hey, you gave up your werewolf one. You could have.
I mean, we could always improve upon it.
Oh my god.
Okay, so Chikisha and Art is here. That's where you guys are. Archonia is this one. Malek is down here.
You son of a bitch.
So
Shut up.
far.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
Melik.
It's a burning planet.
Corrosive and invasive?
That refers to
Prison
the
planet?
atmosphere. It corrodes material and also seeps in through filters.
They must not be on. They must be like on the outside or something.
Well, remember who they are.
Yeah. No, that's fair. That's
Yeah,
fair.
the temperature of the planet is burning. The biosphere is not missable by human life.
That's probably because of them.
I mean, yeah, Throck had some beans.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, shout out to Misery. Grass is always longer next door.
Oh, chat. Gotta love chat.
Hey, it's not about the size of the boat. It's about the motion of the ocean.
Guys, can we stop talking about dicks and I'm trying. You were wanting to know about. I don't have an update on the council, but if you want to go check on them, that's where they live.
Do they? And I say, are they on the planet or?
Right now, I don't know. I didn't know you were going to ask me about them. I didn't check on them, but that's where they live.
First things first, and go back to Archonia.
Well, first things first. Let's get the stone.
Fair.
Well, why did Abraxiel come tell you?
He actually told me,
Yeah.
your ladyship.
Yes.
Meow. Why?
I don't know. I think because at the time, he was in a bindstone. He was in another bindstone. He was preoccupied. So I guess I was the only one left.
She is our captain.
Okay, so that explains why it was you instead of any of them. But why was it you guys in the first place?
It
Clearly,
was because of me.
Maybe. I don't know. I think
I
Rod.
can tell you exactly why.
why?
We're the only ones that could be trusted.
I don't think. Well, maybe I don't know.
He certainly would have thought so, or he would have gone to someone else.
Yeah. Well, because I don't know if he has a way of detecting who's occupied by destiny.
True.
As far as I know, nobody did.
Yeah.
Corinthian does.
We do now.
Who's Corinthian? Wait, the guy with no eyes?
Yeah. He was a stooge of destinies, but now he's running a rebellion for us until we get it back.
That's really cool.
He did save my life.
So what we heard was that his eyes were actually replaced with some sort of destiny infection machines.
Yeah. I wouldn't talk to any Archons anytime soon. Most of them, except for one, I have been infected by destiny.
At least the ones on.
But it's okay because recently I've developed the ability to take out Well, not take out destiny specifically, but to bring people back to their natural state.
Are you
So-
saying that Destiny has the ability to infect Archons now?
Yes.
How long has he had this?
Oh, a week. No, well, not even a week.
A few
A
days.
few days.
What changed?
The eyes.
The Archons were experimenting, and maybe they weren't as careful as they could have been.
And I went back in time, and we cured his situation.
And the people back in the past didn't have very good experiment protocols.
And his blood infected ended up being the catalyst for
So
things getting worse.
let me see if I've got this straight. You left Eddie's Destiny blood with a high-tech populace in the past? How far in the past?
Oh, like the
Not
progenitors of, well, actually the original colonists of the planet, which
Not the
was
original.
called
It was the
Nebulon.
Nebulon.
yeah,
Yes.
Nebulon, but
The colonists. Yeah, they were the original colonists of it.
oh, colonists.
Yeah.
Sorry, yes, not the original inhabitants.
I made a mistake. Colin.
Do you know how long ago it was?
Like, I don't even know how it was capable of doing it. Like,
Was that 1,000 years?
oh, more than that.
100,000, I think.
You guys never had an exact date, but you know it was multiple thousands.
It was thousands upon thousands, and
Okay, so timeline change.
yes.
Or maybe this really was the timeline that was supposed to be.
No, I think we messed it up.
Supposed to be is irrelevant because it's the timeline that always has been now. But what you're telling me is at some point in the distant past, Destiny figured out how to infect Archon.
Yes.
Correct.
And since that time, Corinthian Briar was born and had his eyes replaced with a machine invented by Destiny.
Whoa.
Has Corinthian Briar met any Archon?
I don't think so.
Possibly One Eye.
Was he there with one eye? Yeah, he was there with one eye.
When you say possibly One Eye,
Teacher is not an Archon, but
She was-
a connection.
when you say possibly One Eye, she looks over to the side at this place in the air,
Oh no.
and you see a flash of red right there.
Wait,
can I-
do
can-
I
can I-
see it?
Do I?
Oh, no.
Everyone sees it, and she goes to grab it, and it darts away.
Can I try something?
Yeah, what?
I'm gonna try to hit it. I'm gonna go back in time 6 seconds.
Okay.
So now I know this information, and okay, go back in time 6 seconds.
In the time bubble. This is so
Yeah,
trippy.
yeah, in the time bubble. Go
Everyone
back-
else is still frozen.
and-
You guys, I'm gonna say because of the weird temporal effect of Eddie rewinding the tape while we're already in a time bubble, you guys suddenly start to see two Eddies with like a trail of like multiple Eddies as he moves. He's leaving like echo cells.
yeah.
Oh,
So
after images.
I go back into, so I go back 6 seconds and I try to communicate with Nakashi through prayer.
But she's standing right here.
Yeah, but mentally in my mind,
Okay.
because I don't want the eye to hear what I'm about to say.
Okay, so when you get back 6 seconds, she's probably saying.
I can't
Yeah.
hear.
So do you know how long ago it was?
And then so in my head I'm like, Nakashi, the eye is infected in my head. I just went back in time. Catch it.
You see her look over at you. She gives you like a little nod.
I'm not entirely sure how long ago it was.
I see.
Thousands of years, maybe?
Maybe hundreds of thousands.
Well, that was probably a really good plan
Thousands upon thousands?
to go back and do that. Because you healed Eddie, right?
Thank
He's
you.
not a werewolf
Yes.
anymore.
You know, I also thought it was originally a good idea up until the point.
And certainly any ramifications. And she grabs the eye.
Nice.
Yeah.
What?
What?
Hey, that's one
She
eye.
pulls it into like existence. She pulls it from the ethereal plane that it's on into existence, and she's holding it. Eddie, now!
Okay, I'm gonna hit it with. I'm gonna hit it with return to its natural state. I'm gonna grab onto it with her. Ooh.
You see all of this like red steam start coming off of it, and it's vibrating. It's fighting against you. It's trying to get away.
What?
Wait, can I draw the connection now?
I don't think so.
No, this is very
But
fast.
unless it's because you know the color, the red color that's coming off the eye.
It's like, and do I see the infection?
Yeah, as soon as you know to look for it, there it is.
Okay, I'm gonna grab onto it and pull it out.
Great. You pull it out, and all this like red destiny mist comes out and just disperses.
And I destroy it.
Did you just?
I
Was the,
And I say, Destiny had one eye,
what?
but I got it.
Well, you got the eye.
Yeah.
The other eye and the rest of the body, who knows?
Wait, no. But he's always
I
been
have a
watching over my family.
question about that. Wouldn't the eye return to the body if he's healing it back to its normal state, or
Well,
I guess
One Eye's got an interesting history.
okay. I mean, I understand his history. I'm just wondering, like, mechanically how that works.
So, no, because it's not exactly modified. It's
Oh,
just
okay, cool.
he sent it out himself. Yeah.
All right.
wait a second.
I sat here thinking, does he just turn into a dead dog? But then I was like, no, that's not what happened.
But wait, if Destiny had one eye and one eye's been watching my family, did one eye give us to the orcs for experimentation?
Probably.
Wait, maybe this is exactly how things were supposed to go.
This idea is supposed to. What's supposed to? Who would have decided that? This is what happened.
No, but
So we would.
Maybe I messed up.
one eye's actually saved us from Destiny a couple times.
What you have to ask yourself is, if you had never gone back in time, what would your memories of everything up to that point be?
Well, if we never went back in time, for one, none of that would have happened.
No. I cannot believe that one eye would deliberately be terrible or evil to my family.
But it's not. But it's not his fault though.
It's not
Destiny's
deliberate.
fault.
We know
Destiny's
that most people infected with Destiny aren't acting on it the vast majority of the time. He doesn't directly control them unless he has to.
I think we need to go back to the past and fix this mistake.
We can't. We can't.
If you fix the mistake, everything that happened between you and Corinthian Briar gets undone, because Destiny doesn't invent those eyeballs, right?
And I may not even be here in the first place.
Or maybe he does invent the eyeballs.
I think I messed up.
Because then why would he need to bring them over to Nebula?
We can't mess with the past anymore. It was bad in the first place. We should have done it. But lesson learned. We need to.
Lesson not learned.
Sally,
Yes.
listen. One Eye has been the guardian of your family and your people.
Well, obviously
before
not.
Destiny
If he's
existed.
given us to the orcs.
We don't need to go back in time. We just need to heal him.
Plus, Destiny. Yeah. Because what we did, Destiny knew all along.
Well, one eye. My dad, my mom, being missing all this time. Me thinking they were dead, and then being turned into horrible monsters.
Well, wait, Destiny knew what all along?
He must have knew that we would eventually go back in time.
I don't think. Well, he might have known someone would go back in time.
If anything,
You might have given him the idea to make werewolves by giving him the blood of your werewolf self. You might be a loop. But unless your memories or his memories are stored in every single nanite, then he can't know everything.
it's almost as if maybe we should just go back in time and
Kill me.
No,
you-
no, because right now we're in our best possible position. I can at least stop the destiny virus within people, and Osiris is back now.
Also, we can't go back in time far enough to kill you
I
before
know.
you did it. The universe collapsed. It's there's a break point. You
We
can't go
need
past
to
it.
be able to replicate or expand upon what you can do because there are millions and millions of people back home.
Well,
That's why the technology god is part of the equation.
That's part of it. Yes,
That's
we're
what
going
I-
to find a mechanical, magical way to.
Because once we free her, then we can make it happen.
well, we also know that.
Anari is they them.
We also know my liberating song is able to, at least, if not temporarily, shut down whatever nanites are happening inside somebody's body that are affected.
I have another question. You could heal them by bringing them back to their, what was it you said?
Natural state.
But we know that people were born with destiny. So if you bring them back to their natural state, are you really healing them?
It's no. This is natural state means. How do I explain it properly? It's like
Unaltered.
it's like unaltered state.
These people were altered. It was in utero, but they were altered by this infection.
Yeah. So I can go. Basically, I can go be to the purest part. Basically. Yeah.
Make them what they would be without it.
And I
Yeah.
think when I have access to Inari, we can work on a way of a counter virus, a way that the nanites can possibly spread a disabling virus, so that we don't have to go touch every single person on the planet.
Yes.
But it's nice to talk with your hands again.
It's nice to talk with everything. It's nice to talk.
But you're not as cute
But-
and furry.
By the way, do you have any like new powers now? Because you're back to your natural state.
I can look down on you.
Yeah. I mean,
Unless he does Shadow of God.
I'm exactly the same, just a different body.
But you can cast spells with your own hands now.
Oh, which reminds me, I gotta talk to Renly.
This is going to be.
You gonna summon him?
Not
You
yet.
could free Renly now.
Well, Renly's been freed, but I need to thank him.
Yeah, Renly was here and you dismissed him because he was so injured. So yeah,
I dismissed him to try to keep
Okay.
our cover, not knowing I was about to be turned into myself.
Yeah.
so
But also injured,
so
yes.
but we're good with the eye now, right?
She's gonna let it go, and you don't see anything on it anymore. You have corrected it, but it becomes really erratic. It starts moving around. It's not invisible at this time. You can all see it. It starts moving around and flying through the air in like random directions.
I'm like, I
really
whistle.
confused.
Here, doggy, doggy, doggy.
I don't think it can hear.
Is he trying to escape right now?
It's an eye, not an ear.
It's not,
He's an archon.
isn't.
How do we keep the eye from going back to the body and getting reinfected?
Well, what does it mean for one eye if his one eye isn't infected and the rest of him is?
Split
I
consciousness.
think that explains the confusion.
Oh.
Is there
when he's being controlled.
I think
I can
That's
attempt
now.
to soothe.
Yeah.
I can attempt to soothe Savage right now, and I am going to you see black musical notes lifting off my body as a soothing song begins to omit from my torso, and I kind of follow the eye that's moving along and attempt to soothe the Savage. Animals and other living creatures are calm.
So the eye was included in our time bubble, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Just clarifying.
It calms down. You guys don't really have any way of communicating with one eye through the eye. So it's
Unless you know sign language that he knows.
I know dog commands. Sit.
it drops down to like 1 foot off the ground.
And then
It comes over.
That's good.
So I mean, is it okay once we get out of this time bubble? It's like
I don't know. I don't think having just the eye free helps us in any way.
No.
No.
Ideally, we need to find one eye. If we had the council helping us, what did you say? Throck, Radomir Utgast, Abraxiel, Zalen? These are some of the most powerful mortals that ever existed.
The youngest sister.
is
Well,
infected.
she's a goddess. She's not on the council. She's infected. But if we can free the council, they can help us.
And they're on that planet right now. All of them?
Well, that's where they live. I don't know if they're there right
The
now.
only thing is, we don't have a way to get there unless we have a magical artifact from that planet.
Well, we can fly there, but we also our ship is currently heading towards
Yeah.
Archonia.
We would have to go back to Archonia and then get the ship and go to that place.
How'd you get here?
We got here with this.
want to-
Have the skull.
Magic
right.
fingers.
Yeah.
Okay.
We dream
I'm gonna
walked.
freeze time and leave Nakashi out of it.
So you're freezing time inside the frozen time bubble.
Yeah.
He's still leaving image trails because of his duplicate self.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So, but are you just including us?
Yeah.
Eddie Bones now has a headache.
It's like, oh.
Sorry, buddy.
And this doesn't include the eye, right? It's just us four?
It's just the four of us.
Okay.
I'm concerned. She's asking a lot of questions for somebody who should have been watching us, or at least watching you.
I think I didn't see anything bad with Nakashi, right?
You didn't look.
I'll look now.
You can't, in my time stop, you can't physically change anything outside of.
Well, I won't. Yeah,
But you can, yeah, if it's just a
I
visual.
can look at her.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So we've talked about this before. It's not exactly seeing. It's like an extra sense that you now have, but you can direct it at her. And for the edification of you guys and the viewers, I told Alan flat out, I'm never going to tell him that someone's infected unless he asks, because he has to choose to use
I have to turn it on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
But Nakashi is clear.
All right.
I'm gonna create a writ called Still Moon in freeze time.
Just yourself.
Sally is just going to pretend to freeze.
Okay.
so I say, no, she looks good.
All right.
Yeah, she does.
We need to be very, very careful now.
Sally, you burp and it tastes like something you had next week.
And
Rum. Tastes like rum.
yeah.
All right. I'm gonna release mine again. And
Okay. And I say, well, let's hurry up and get that stone. Go back to Archonia. And
We're on
then,
the way to go to.
well, maybe once we release the techno god,
We could bring him to the council.
yeah, we can.
I'm gonna need some time with Inari
Yeah.
to work on.
Anari's going to be very weak when he gets out. He's going to be mortal level.
Do you have a way for us to get to Melik?
I mean, we have ways.
We have a lot of ways here.
We just need an artifact.
Oh yeah.
We just need
Teleport. We can
Yeah.
get back to our ship and then
Maybe
we can
this
fly over
planet
there.
has a magical artifact. It seems to have a lot of things.
Well, medic, yeah. Not
What
back question.
I should do is go there and make sure they're there.
Yeah.
But if you go there, you're at risk of getting infected.
Or stuck in an omnium bindstone.
I'm just straight up dead.
How could I get infected? I
Well,
thought you had to be born with it or choose it.
I don't know because I'm
Archonians didn't do either.
and I say I'm worried now because now theoretically Destiny has been working on this for thousands of years, so he might have come up with a way to infect you too.
Well, he's got Archons now.
Now, wait a minute. If he had this, if he had the ability to infect anyone he wanted to without their consent and without their parentage being involved,
We'd be done already.
he would have done it already before you guys were ever born.
True, but
So there's still something.
but maybe he couldn't do it because it.
Well, he couldn't affect the Archons until just recently, so he might have something to
Maybe
affect.
he had to wait until this point for it to happen.
The stones.
But then he would just put the gods in a stone, wouldn't he? Why would he bother to?
His original program was to put them in the stones, but the red stone that we left behind must have had something to do with it.
The red stones that he kept trying to send into space,
Yeah.
where all the Archons are.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, better safe than sorry. I don't want you to go there and
I
fight that.
nuked that area, but I don't think that. I'm pretty sure the stone survived.
You
There you
can't
go.
kill an Archon.
No, not the Archon, the stones.
The stones are on Nebulon.
Yeah.
Okay.
I destroyed any way of them getting off of Nebulon.
Here's what I think.
There is one stone left, actually. Yours.
It's back
In
on
Archonia.
Archonia,
Yeah.
in the castle at Lowlight. Listen, here's what I think. If he could have infected all the Archons years ago, he would have. The fact that he only did it now, after your time jump, he would have invented the ability to do it years ago. But he didn't actually do it until now. So that means something happened that made him able to affect those Archons. Was there a piece of technology or magic that they created in the past that wasn't revealed until the present time just recently?
We would have to ask our gnomish friend.
Yes.
I'm unsure.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, because our gnomish friend was able to 3D print himself. So
Do I know of any recent magics that have been created in the last years?
Okay.
Yeah. I've done a couple.
I thought this was a gimme. The answer is yes. You
Yeah.
guys opened a safe, pulled out a USB stick, and plugged it in.
Yeah.
Tech.
Yeah.
So yeah, that USB.
So that thing
But-
existed, but it was locked in a safe the whole time until you guys pulled it out.
Oh, but it's still our fault.
So yeah, if you say that to Nakashi, she'll point out that also, in addition to that, the eyes existed, but they were on Archonia. So the only Archon that could have been infected before was One Eye, because he was on Archonia. And he probably wasn't infected until he met Corinthian Briar.
That bastard.
Corinthians.
I never liked that dude.
He's got issues,
Not,
you know?
not intentionally, I don't think.
No, not intentionally.
Oh, that makes it fine then.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. Good intentions paved the way to the Three Sisters all the
Meanwhile, he's
time.
kicking ass in Archonia. Fuck all you guys.
Eddie Bones, the next time you see that guy, I want you to heal the hell out of his eyes.
I definitely will, and without his consent.
She's like, yeah.
Yeah.
You know I'm joking, right?
This feels problematic.
But anyway, let's get that stone.
Yeah, okay, you guys got to find out where that is. I'm going to figure out what's going on with Malek. I'll be careful. I'll stay at a distance. I don't want you guys to have to go there. There's no reason to. But
It's a long trip.
for you,
Yeah.
I'll be there in a second.
That's why
She's
I'm
coming.
agreeing with. Okay.
And I say, all right, good.
Time is normalized.
And we're heading out of the room, right? We're being
Yeah.
let out.
If I can
Yeah.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
Zoe's leading you up.
through, if I can
Does that
maybe
mean?
put some safeguards and say, check on if she's
Check everyone.
check everyone.
No, I'll definitely check.
I'll definitely have liberating song kind of just pulsating off my body going forward.
As we're walking out, I'm gonna turn to the lion and be like, "So, do you guys choose what animal you are when you're changed? How does that work?"
Well, most of us have at least the start of genetic modifications done. My voice should be more like yours for this character. we have it done, before we're born, to an extent. Our parents, usually we match them to start with. Over time, we can make changes.
Okay, good. Because I was looking at that crustacean over there, and I was like, I can't believe you chose that.
Oh, well, he did.
Okay.
I mean, he used to be less crustacean-y. But you got to understand where he lives. It's at the bottom of a giant subterranean ocean.
Practicality over.
course, right.
Yeah.
And I know I used to have hands, but I don't really need them. Most of the machines around here are designed to be operated by quadrupeds or bipeds.
Wonderful.
And Sal is going to come up to you, Sal, and say, "You know the weirdest people, seriously."
No, ever since I got off the island, it's been like this.
You've been talking to cat goddesses and lions the whole time?
Yeah, but some people think we're weird for talking to One Eye.
One Eye's normal. They're weird.
Exactly. That's what I said.
Also, there's something wrong with One Eye. I didn't understand a lot of that.
We think he's been infected with Destiny, the one who turned you into a werewolf.
No, fuck that.
And it might have been one eye under Destiny's control who might have given you to the orcs. You and Mom.
Do I hear this conversation?
Yeah.
Can I double check him real quick just to make sure
Sal?
he's okay? Yeah, so
Yeah.
Yeah, and Liberating Song is also pulsating to
Yeah, he's
make people
clear.
immune.
he's clear. Okay.
He's clear now because you already he got the werewolf curse. So he got the werewolf cure, excuse me, earlier.
Yeah.
So he's clear now.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Do we make it to the room?
Hold on. He's not clear.
Oh, he's not clear?
He's clear of destiny. He has been altered from his natural state. One Eye made him an Archonite.
Oh, that's true.
That's how he got the curse.
So I can see that.
You can see that.
And say, well, in my head, I'm like, nah, maybe I'll leave that for now.
You probably
Yeah,
will.
yeah.
Sally, roll a no plus intelligence.
Rolling.
Rolling. I'm a rolling stone. What's my no?
Not,
That's a 10.
man, those rolls.
Everything feels weird.
So you've been
know.
you've been suggesting this idea that One Eye was maybe responsible for selling out Sal and Maul to the orcs. That doesn't make sense based on the information you have, because One Eye himself wouldn't have been infected until he met Corinthian Briar.
Ah, that's right.
Yeah.
All right.
He's a good dog. Still best dog. Only recently infected.
Sorry, are we deciding that we're going to spend a night here?
Yeah.
I don't think we need to.
I don't think we should.
It's up. I imagine it's up to our guides, honestly.
I mean, we can't force them to show us right away. We need them to.
In the meantime, it gets us downtime. I wonder what kind of gambling halls they have around here.
Oh, you
Drinking
gamble?
halls.
Zoe the Elephant Man. You gamble?
Oh, yeah. What kind of... Wait. But he does understand me when I'm talking back to him, does he?
Yeah.
Never mind. He doesn't say that. I
He
forgot.
just hears me barking and yelping.
He doesn't speak your language.
You know what? Actually, I'm gonna create a writ.
But
Nature's tongue to allow for all communication to be translated in their native.
Can you alter it? Just a suggestion. If you alter it to something that applies specifically to Sally, she's the only one that can't already understand them.
Yeah.
well, no, it's Sal and Grace.
Sal and Grace.
We can understand them through the shared mindscape. We just can't.
Yeah. Because he knows the language, you know the language. He has this thing that he instantly learned the language.
Yeah.
But the Sally, Grace, and Sal, they don't understand it.
You know, I'm gonna grant it to people up to my level, so 10.
Sure.
And I'm just gonna choose them 3. So nature's
Right.
tongue to be able to, when you communicate,
How long
to
is
be
it?
understood.
How long does it
That's
last?
gonna last.
Great question.
That one can be permanent. That's,
Okay.
that's very small.
I mean, okay.
Well, thank you, Your Worship.
Oh, what? We worship this guy?
Only when he does us great favors.
I only believe in the god of elephants.
Right.
There's a god of elephants.
No. Made that up.
But yeah, let's.
While we're walking, I'm
Yeah.
gonna be like, so did Nakashi say anything about me
When?
when you guys were off the side over there?
And I say no.
She vouched for me and was like looking at me and stuff. I was just wondering.
You were super naked.
That is valid.
Now you're only partly naked.
Yeah, it's still freezing in here, by the way.
Well, it's an ice cave. What do you want?
Can't you just make yourself clothes? Don't you have a power for that?
Magic does not work like that. But yes, I can do that if.
Magic does not work like making clothes. That's not what magic does.
No, because then it'd just be. Well, I can.
He can make ham sandwiches.
Guys, there's a shop right there.
Okay. Yeah.
Does that gold work here?
Gold speaks many. Well, is gold the currency here? Or silver?
Hard currency is rarely exchanged, but I imagine gold would get you some buying power with a lot of people.
I see. By the way, my grayish friend, what kind of establishments of pleasure do you have around here? Or entertainment?
This is okay.
She's referring to the gambling.
The gambling.
And the drinking.
And the drinking.
Also, maybe the sex.
And the sex.
You know, all three in one place.
Brothel.
Sex for money is illegal in most of the area.
Of course. I was just thinking if that was transferable. Also, in Archonia, it's the same.
He means where to meet ladies.
Well, then the answer is going to be the same as her question. If you go down this passage here, about half a mile, and turn in the cavern on the left there, you're going to find a whole, like, what we call it, like the court. You're going to find a whole court of bars and gambling establishments.
Great. Dad and I will see you later.
I haven't shown you where you're sleeping yet.
I'm like, call me when you guys are ready to go. And
You just drag Sal.
I drag Sal. You know.
I pull you for a second and say, do not forget.
I pull you. You want to come along?
No,
Come on, bonding time. Let's go.
All right, they go.
Are you going with her?
Oh, so.
I don't think you have a choice. I'm gonna do some clothes shopping.
With all your money that you have?
Well, don't we have? You said we had gold, right? Somebody has gold. Oh, I need some.
As I'm leaving, I have.
Technically the owner of some gold, but it's not on you.
I don't have anything on me right now.
You find something in my pockets.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, some lint and some gold.
Yeah. You see the gold is like you see the gold is like tied together in stacks that are the exact amount of drink cost.
I like it. I'm gonna follow to the room first to know where we are.
Yeah, so he'll take you to this giant door and he'll knock on it with his huge elephant man staff and say, Gladys, guests.
Recall that we are all connected telepathically, by the way.
Oh yeah. So the door will open up and swing in, and you see a 3-foot tall frog in a dress.
Nice.
Hello,
Adorable.
welcome.
And
How many rooms in?
one.
I need my own room.
Let's just pack a big TV.
You need your own pants.
I need clothes. That's my next stop. Yes.
She looks at you and then takes a step or two back because of her eye level.
Yeah, I was gonna say these coats aren't hiding everything.
Yeah. All right, well, come with me and she'll show you around. And inside here, it's like built out with like, it's not exactly wood. You're not sure what the material is. It couldn't possibly be wood. There's no trees or anything. But there's something that's like, they've got a floor and walls where like a lot of what you've seen here has been like bare ice cave walls. This is actually like a building in here.
It's all vinyl.
Yeah, she'll take you around and give you, she'll give you each a room. They don't get too many visitors in this town. There are, though, some of the rooms are taken. And if you ask, she'll explain that the visiting dignitaries who were at the council meeting are staying in this establishment.
Crustacean's not near us, right?
Well, he would take a room with us. He has special needs.
You have a specific phobia against crustaceans?
No, maybe.
So, get a room with Grace. I'm gonna speak to Grace and make sure she's all right.
She's fine. She's a little agitated because she figured out that Nakashi froze her.
Took it out?
Yeah.
Wow, that's good.
Wouldn't be too hard to figure out.
And
Everyone jumped except her.
I say to her, it's like, don't worry, we were just speaking game plan for what we're gonna do next.
And don't worry, we froze her too.
Yeah, and I froze her. Well, we froze her too. So. By the way, quit checking on you. Are you all right for what we're about to do later?
X?
Oh, good one. Yeah. Yes, but also what we're gonna do for the saving the universe.
I'm on board with saving the universe. Yes.
All right, and because we're gonna have to go back to Archonia and take out. Well, maybe beat those dragons. I'm not sure exactly what I'm gonna have to do when I get back, but
The dragons are scary. They sank my fleet.
but now we have all these powers and Osarius, so we might be able to take him out now. Might be.
Okay. We got to do what we got to do. I mean, we can't do nothing.
Okay. But you're right? You're not scared or anything?
I don't get scared, Eddie Bones.
I'm just saying, if I was in your position, I would be a little scared.
Dragons are scared of me.
Okay.
Probably. Sally, when you go to your room, or no, you're going to the gambling establishment.
Yeah.
I still need to call Renly, so do you want to do that after the...
No, let's do that first. I'll come back to Sally.
Okay.
I forgot about that. Where are you doing that?
In my room.
Okay. Yeah, Renly will appear and say, "What's up, boss?" Oh my god.
I'm back.
I'm back, baby.
I've only seen this in your memory.
I know. I almost forgot what I look like. Not gonna lie. I just wanted to say...
Did you find your body?
Oh, apparently I was always here. I was metamorphosized rather than transferred to a new body. I did not realize that originally.
Oh, interesting. How'd you undo that? It was
Eddie
a
did
god
it.
curse.
Yeah, it's the whole thing. Eddie did it with his new
Eddie
abilities.
fucking Bones did this?
Yeah, the guy that I was supposed to cure ended up curing me.
Well, how's that for dramatic irony? It's almost like someone planned that shit out.
I also like the fact that in a world where people choose to turn into animals, I went from an animal to
That's cool.
what I was.
Yeah, whatever you are.
Yeah.
What do we call you guys? Goat demons?
Just the current term, the closest current term is a tiefling. That's the best modern description of I think what I am.
I'm gonna go with naked ice devil.
Great. You do that.
I'm just messing with
But seriously, I cannot express my gratitude. I know you didn't have a choice in the beginning, and when you were finally freed, you still stuck around, and that meant I'm here because of you. And I just needed to make sure that no matter what happens, if we end up saving the world, it's literally because of you.
I appreciate that, boss. Now, there's something I wanted to say to you because I'm not sure I ever said it to you before. There was a time there where I was acting a little rebellious.
A few hundred years.
Well, but more recently on the ships, challenging you to duel and all of that.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
that. I was secretly very proud of you.
Well, as you, I know, are aware, and maybe you didn't put it together, the nature of the summoning that you used to essentially create me out of a non-sentient Fey spirit, I'm pre-programmed to be endlessly loyal to you. It might have struck you as impossible for me to act the way that I was acting.
Yep.
I did what I did because I thought it was for your own good. Remember when you summoned me, when you created me, you were a certain type of you. You were with the True Fanes. It was that Asarius that created me, and it was that person that I was loyal to. When you started getting angry again, I felt the need to point out some of your, shall we say, less than consistent reasoning. But I've always had your back, boss. There's never been a time when I didn't. I just wanted you to have your own back too.
I felt that, but I never really took it in until now. I think, yeah, that's
So, you know, if I went too far or something, I just want to apologize for that.
No, you did exactly what you needed to do. And again, fuck it. And I want to give him a little hug because I've never been able to.
He's gonna turn it into a side hug, so because you're still kind of
I'm still half naked. Yeah. Sorry, I'm not. Don't mean to make up for it.
I'm 3'5".
I know.
There's got to be some clothes in here.
You could kneel.
Yeah. I kneel down.
Yeah.
To his height. Yeah. It's so weird seeing you from this perspective.
I mean, I've seen it all before. It just wasn't in this shape.
Yeah. Moving forward, I want you to have full autonomy. I don't know if I have to permanently release you so that I can never summon you again type of situation. I'm not sure how that works exactly.
I'm comfortable with the situation now. The problem is, boss, I have full autonomy whenever you're not directly controlling. If you dismiss me, I'll return to the Pharaoh. I can't come here on my own power. You have to summon me for me to come. So for now, I mean, thank you for that. But I kind of like the arrangement as it is. You can call me when you need help. Maybe you need a little guy. I know you got hands now. You don't need me for all that.
Yeah.
But
No, you a weapon.
you can do it tricky style.
I like that.
Yeah. Maybe if you want to cast a spell from the other side of the room, here I am.
I think that's possible. We'll have to work on that. We'll practice.
Practice.
Yeah.
I know we tried it before. It wasn't, but we'll figure it out.
Yeah. All
Now
right.
that you have hands.
I need to go get some clothes.
Yeah, you do. You know what? Maybe this is a perfect thing that I can do for you. So you don't have to go shopping naked.
Probably shouldn't walk around. There's public indecency laws here, I'm sure. And
A lot of naked people around, but they are covered in fur.
Yeah, that's different. Like,
Yeah. All right, so we'll cut over to Sally and Lorian.
So you see Sally with her arm linked with Annan and linked with Sal, and they're like, this is going to be so great, Dad and Annan. Look, we get to finally bond.
Oh, yes.
You can bless me to be lucky, and Dad, you can show me all the tricks that Grandpa said didn't show me, but showed you, or maybe you learned, and, we're going to make so much money.
Can I tell you, Sal? I actually hired her originally to be my bodyguard before. Well, at the start, she was supposed to take me to a temple, but then her ambitions got in the way and ended up taking us east rather than west.
Well, and we got a flying ship because of that, and, I ended up
going to the original place that I told you we were supposed to go. But yes, absolutely.
But we don't even know where that place was, and apparently it might be full of Destiny's children, and...
Destiny's Child?
Yeah, maybe.
So Sally, do you have a man or what?
Do I have a man?
Oh,
Oh.
ever. His name is Heron. Gorgeous, by the way. Gorgeous. Gold armor like you wouldn't believe.
Annan was a little bit more enamored with him than I was.
So I'm hearing past tense. I'm hearing it was really Annan's guy.
I have my own boyfriend back in Low Life, but it doesn't matter.
Annan's a real dog.
No, I am not.
I thought me and Eddie were the real dogs.
Yeah.
No, you're more lizard-like right now.
I thought we dropped all the disguises.
Oh, I can drop
Didn't
it right
that
now. I drop it.
Well, we were worried that they were going to kill us all or something.
I guess we don't have to be worried. I'm not entirely sure.
Okay.
Maybe we should get him like stamp or something. I like you, by the way. You have a real like admiral's.
When you do that, he touches where he's losing his hair. He's like, what?
Oh, don't worry about that.
It's all right. So, you know what? I don't know what kind of games of chance they might have here, or what kind of alcohol they might have here, but I'm sure it's going to be really good.
Shots?
so-
I haven't taken any shots with you.
And we've been meaning to get out
shots.
and bond for a while,
We
Annan.
have been. Let's do it.
The one eyes have to continue, Sally. I know it's not an opportune time to bring it up, but like,
Dad, do you know how big our family
Oh,
is?
that's awkward.
No, listen, I'm just saying, you're not getting any younger.
Well, you and Mom obviously could have more kids.
No, well, I'm not sure if that's possible or not. I don't know how aging works when you're a werewolf.
I mean,
I was
you're.
invited here because.
You're supposed to take my side.
Oh.
He's the king.
Has a boyfriend.
Excuse you, and what does that
You
matter?
know what?
I'm an adopt.
You know what? He's a god. He could probably
not-
give us children.
It's not true legacy, though.
I don't.
Oh, sorry,
need
I'm not there. I'm not there. I'm not there. Oh no, yeah, I can hear it. I can hear it.
Eddie, we don't need to hear you and Grace. I'm shutting that part off.
Listen. When this is why I bring it up. When the time comes, if you want to have any little ones, you want to make sure that everything's still working right. So maybe lay off the booze.
You know, that's why I have friends who are healers. They work wonders.
I am not a direct healer. I just want to add that. I can manipulate a lot of things.
Time.
He's gonna grab you by both shoulders. Damn it, Sally, you're an alcoholic.
No, I don't think I am actually.
Everyone in the bar like stops.
And I'm like, actually, I don't feel the urge where I have to drink. I just like to drink.
Okay, go tonight without drinking.
Oh, wait, hold on a second.
No, I promised a night of shots with Annie.
I say it's okay. Live a little for one night.
Who's this? This is Eddie?
Sorry, I connected us all mentally. I'm starting to regret it.
Okay, can I send him like
You can
can I
tell.
send him like images?
Yes.
You just see an image of a middle finger.
And I say, right back at you, buddy.
Listen,
Oh, and then I'm like, Asarius, why don't you send Renly out
Oh
to
yeah,
meet us?
he's already. He's
I bet
out.
he'd be a great drinking buddy.
Renly is also connected mentally.
I would. Yes, he's out getting me some clothes because.
Yep, I'm buying clothes right now.
Yeah, and
By the way, Sally, I took your gold.
don't forget I love drinking as well.
We'll save a beer for you or two.
I think I have other plans.
Gonna feel different when you don't drink it with your tongue.
Yeah. Thanks for reminding me. I probably would have actually.
2 million years is a long time to be a quadruped.
He has like a drinking problem.
I think a lot of people here drink their beers with their tongue.
That's true.
And as you look around, trying, your dad's still holding you. He's just trying to have an intervention in the middle of this bar. You look around to try and figure out why everyone is silent and staring at you, and you see Otter Boy, Dr. Kawauso. He's standing there. He hands you a beer.
Oh,
So you're like an unmodified human?
Yeah, I'm as natural as can be.
I also appreciate a beer. Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. I only have the 2 hands.
What was your name again, little otter boy?
I'm Dr. Kawauso, and I'm an adult.
Did I say you're utterly cute already?
No.
Because you are.
Well, I've just never met an unmodified human.
You mind if I touch your fur a little? And I touch your...
A waiter with 8 hands comes by and gives you some beer.
Thanks so much.
me and Grace are gonna go meet up with you guys. Just give us a little bit of time.
Can you maybe, Sal, can you maybe turn off the brain thing to him and Grace?
I think I shut
Hey,
up.
Grace, I got up.
I shut off their voices.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks okay.
Wouldn't have wanted, I mean, because, you know, who knows?
Well, Dad, as you know, we heard it all the way on the way to Nebulon anyway.
Yeah, but
they weren't
not-
very quiet
Not
about
from
it.
inside their heads.
That's true.
Oh, is that why the ship is blocking?
I don't know. I feel like my brain is still stuck in like both. I was born in just a regular ass place with some magic fuck assery, and then all of a sudden, we're up in space. I was stuck in a stone, found out that I'm a god. I'm dealing with it truly in an insane way. How are you dealing? We
I
just found
think
out-
we all know how she's feeling.
I hold up my drink. Cheers!
to the madness of it all.
Yeah.
Gulp, gulp, gulp.
Dr. Kawauso says, do you know your liver's failing?
No, it's been
And that's where we'll
healed.
go to break.
Eddie, told me.
That was then. This is now.
Like a week ago.
Several weeks. We'll be back in 10 minutes. Thanks,
He
everyone.
did drink that 1 million year wine.
Welcome back. Welcome back to us. You guys maybe never left. I don't know. I don't know what you did when we were gone. What are you doing now? Tell us. Let us know.
We're about to see. We're
I
about
help
to
him
see.
juggling right now.
We're about to see some gambling.
Well, Dr. Kawauso is still trying to get Sally to have a conversation with him about what it's like to be unmodified.
It's true.
Well, you can do that as she's gambling.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I'm like, so what's the people like here? Like, what do you guys all do for fun?
I mean, like a lot of this, some people like this. I don't really come here. I came here because I heard you're an alcoholic.
Why is that getting around?
I don't know. Zoe told me.
He just likes to
I want
drink
to
a
say
lot.
I'm more of a gambler than an alcoholic. But you
Another
know,
beer comes.
But you know, life is too short. Anyways, you could die at any time.
You know, a lot of people
And with
around.
the philosopher.
A lot of people around here think that like unmodified humans are inherently inferior physically because you're not like a racist thing, but just like genetically inferior because we modified
arm
ourselves for a
wrestle?
reason. No, I'm very small, but we modified ourselves for a reason to survive this environment, and so they assume that you guys being here it would be like really hard. But then you came here and you immediately destroyed an invasion force from our worst enemy. So, you know, I've been the one saying maybe we should let some people be born unmodified occasionally because I think that
You said you're modified. Wait, are you a human that was an otter who turned into an otter, or an otter that turned into a human?
well, technically we're all humans, right?
Well,
But
not
we
with
have
the
genetic
features
variations that we.
crazy polar bear had.
Well, I mean, there are animals here, right? Historically, in ancient times, what Rayon tells us is that this planet was a nature preserve for a lost empire from Archonia.
Nature preserve.
Well, that's why the animals are here.
A preserve.
It was kind of like literally to preserve the animals, like an ark, if you will.
And were the people the caretakers?
We don't know. Our culture only goes back a couple 100,000 years.
Only. It's pretty good.
I have a question. So, can you still modify people, or
Yeah, we modify people. Every person that's born is modified.
Oh, your mic. Speaking of which.
you? Thank you.
Wow, you just got really loud.
You know, it's the drink. I'm sorry. I tend to get louder as I drink, and you know, that's probably I should focus more on the dicing and the games of chance now.
So what were you asking?
Wait, if everybody's modified, so when two people procreate, what comes out? Is it a human baby or like a lizard and an otter baby that's mixed?
Okay, so depending on the genetic modifications, people may or may not be able to procreate. With genetic assistance, it can be done usually, but everyone is at their core human. The genetic modifications we've made, some of them do pass on to child, from parent to child, some don't. But even those that do, tend to fade out over a few generations. So that's why we continue to do it.
Right, and at least speaking on genetics, not that I am a master at that, I just have some level of programming, but in nature there is cross-pollination in which you see new breeds of like fruits coming to life based on multiple things coming in and changing the genetics, or I guess the experiences of that plant. I think such is the way of humans. Whenever our genetics are spliced or messed around with, whatever comes next is also changed.
Well, interesting you should mention that you're not a geneticist, because I actually am one. And it does change, it does pass on, but the way that the changes are made here anyway, and this is done intentionally, they tend to not stick over multiple generations. So if I, for example, were to have a child with another otter anthropomorph, we would have an otter child, and then on and on and on, more otter children, but they would be more and more like unmodified humans if we didn't keep modifying each new generation.
I have a question. Since, we're fighting this entity called Destiny, and apparently nanites are passed and through the blood or in the womb. Would you be able to know how to like modify that or unmodify or add or subtract nanites?
I need a pencil and a board. Can you provide that for me right now?
But I don't know if I'm even making sense. I get too a little bit groggy when I.
No, I like this. I like this line of thinking. So I start to draw a square, and in the square, I'm like, what if? I'm gonna do a capital D here. What if destiny is like a major trait in life, right? And then whatever child comes after that, because destiny is a major trait, it will show up in all the children.
Oh, like black hair versus red hair,
Exactly.
dark eyes versus blue
Because we
eyes.
see that those with black hair, usually if they marry someone and have a child with someone that has lighter hair, that child comes out with darker hair. So we can assume that dark hair is the capital
It's called a
trait.
dominant trait.
The
Yes.
dominant trait, absolutely. I'm thinking I'm gonna
Are you
call
saying this destiny modifies genetics?
I believe so.
But we know there's something like a magic component to it too, because we know that chaos magic can disrupt it.
And nanites? Magic, nanites, and genetic manipulation.
Right. There's also general magic, such as I'm a bard, you see, liberating song,
But you were God.
a lot of things.
This is why we gotta release that dog dude, Canis dude, from the Bindstone, because he knows how to deal with magic and
Absolutely.
technology.
You understand
We don't know where he is, though.
now the importance of needing to release these gods. We are in dire need of a, I guess, guide through these lands to find this Bindstone.
The only such person available is Rayon, and I believe that right now he's in conference discussing whether or not he should do exactly that.
Politics.
But
Maybe
Nakashi
it's-
told him to help us.
Nakashi told him that not everyone in that room follows Nakashi, and I should point out, not everyone in that room believes that was Nakashi.
Wait, question.
what do you believe?
What kind of gods do you have around here? Do you guys believe in the Three Sisters? Exactly. Right, what he said.
Well, a lot of us believe in the Three Sisters. A lot of the cat people, for the most part, not only, but a lot of the cat feline type people tend to worship Nakashi. And I should point out that that's the reason that they tend to gravitate towards being cat people.
But she's not a cat in Archonia, is she? Is she?
Well, she wouldn't have to be if she's a goddess.
You know what you need? A drink right now.
I've got one, thanks.
Shots?
Shots. Let's see who could drink the most.
Oh, let's see who can drink the most.
It's not me. I'm very small.
Hey, a challenge is a challenge.
I actually make my living with my mind, so I prefer to keep it unbefuddled.
I try and convince him.
Oh, God.
I want
I'm like,
to.
size doesn't matter.
Yeah, I want to convince him to join in the revelry because I want to try and convince him ultimately to.
I want to join in the revelry too.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Roll against Outer Boy.
So I have convince as one of my specialty roles. I have lead, convince, and pray.
Okay.
I just got double sixes.
I'm going to roll the Labyrinth dice for the first time.
Oh.
These came from the Labyrinth RPG. The book comes with dice in a little cubby inside the pages.
Yeah.
You win.
Yeah, I mean I got 15, so
Yeah. You super win.
sweet.
He is already feeling it.
Hey, this is a great conversation. I think we can take it a little further if we're a little inebriated. So cheers. Sal?
And whoever loses sings a song.
Sal is like with a half-empty bottle of whiskey, face almost on the table, going, "Damn it, Sally! You're an alcoholic."
No, you're the alcoholic, Dad.
No, I'm just drunk right now.
Mom would be so sad.
Nah, you didn't even know.
Or maybe she would be out drinking us. Who knows?
I want to see between the two of us which one gets drunk first.
All right, what do we roll?
Both legates now.
What do you roll?
Physical save.
Yeah.
Physical save?
Physical save. No, if you're rolling against each other, make it con plus exert.
On plus exert.
You can't really do opposed physical saves.
What do I have in my exert?
I haven't one.
I have one. Do I have anything in con? No. This is caught.
I got a 7.
I rolled a 10 plus a 1 is 11, my friend. The warrior beats ya.
Yeah.
Nice.
I wouldn't expect any different.
Do you believe in?
Like, you mean like a religion?
No, like politics is like consistently telling you to like go here, go there, and do things, but it's so boring sometimes.
I don't really pay that much attention to politics except the politics of the workplace.
Oh, the politics of the workplace. So
People where I come from,
so the politics of the workplace.
do you know that it's tradition on this planet that we perform all of our genetic modifications? It's really, we found a way to do it all at the epigenetic level. It's essentially traumatizing the parent so that it passes on to the child, fur and claws and stuff.
Epic baby making. Epic baby making. Did you hear
But
that?
the reason that we have this is because we want the changes to breed out over generations. This tradition
Hey,
that
Doc,
we all
my
stay
dad
human.
wants more kids. Can you make him have more kids?
I mean, I can change his balls.
Dad, you can have more kids. I don't have to be the sole line giver.
You're not.
So he just said he knows the politics of the workplace. I'm gonna be honest right now. I'm a little trashed, but
Who's the king of this place?
no, I'm thinking. So you know that Ryan, the lion dude,
Kitty cat.
the kitty cat, the kitty cat, the kitty cat.
You think he wears glasses?
Maybe.
Wouldn't it be really funny?
No. What if there's someone he likes that's able to convince Ryan? Out.
But I think he's already going to help us. That's what the otter kid said. It's the other people the lion's trying to
He's trying
convince.
to decide whether or not to actually join us. Because
You want him to go against the council?
I want him to go. Thoughts?
Treats. We need lots of treats.
Sally,
Yes.
notice plus constitution.
While she's doing that, can I kick the door in and be like, "Who's ready to drink?"
You get into a room that's already full of
I do,
your
yeah.
friends,
Oh.
completely
I
random.
rolled an 8.
You roll an 8.
Yes.
Okay, so it takes you until that far into the conversation with Annan to process what Sal just said. You said, "I don't have to be the sole line giver," and his reply was, "You're not."
What? Dad, I have a sibling? Dad? Dad, you can't just fall asleep like this.
One! Mom!
What did I miss?
Not now.
Not while I kick him in the leg. And,
Ah!
Dad, you said I have a sibling.
Oh, yeah.
Sibling.
Oh,
And
You got it, too.
Wait, I got 2 siblings?
You got brother and sister.
Where?
why
What?
did you introduce us?
Obviously, because they're not. What? Dad, where are they?
I'm glad.
I thought you had them.
What?
Sorry, I didn't. What?
Did he say I hired them?
I thought you had them.
Why would I have your kids?
But they were older than your older brother and sister.
What older brother and what?
Sal Jr. and Molly. You're twins. They're 2 years older than you. We left them when we left you.
Sally, have you never Your siblings?
I don't have any siblings. I'm an only child.
What happened to Sal Jr. and Molly?
You know what this could have been?
No, wait, what? No, I was the only child.
Well, what?
Gramps and Grandma would have told me, and all my cousins, why didn't Jax tell me I had an older
That does,
sibling?
the timeline change wouldn't
Jax, you don't know what Jack, he's a bad influence.
She does.
He used to put mud in your hair.
And Aunt Collie and Uncle Jax, and why wouldn't they tell me I had siblings?
Same mom?
Go ask him.
Same mom?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Why can you remember them and she cannot?
Because I was an adult and she was 4?
That would be a good reason.
3. I was 3, I think.
I'm a terrible father.
Dad, you lost my older brother and sister? Wait, what?
They were at home. I got kidnapped by orcs.
And wait, why wouldn't One Eye tell me I had siblings? Well, he doesn't really know our names anyway, and our lineages that
We
way.
literally have named every person in the family the same 3 names
Yeah, I'm
for
Sally.
hundreds of years, and he still can't remember our names.
So, you are not a terrible dad. You know the most terrible thing that my dad ever did to me? He died.
He boned your mom.
Speaking of boning, Eddie comes in, and I say, "Who wants to get boned?"
It's the bone nose.
Not now, Eddie. Eddie, did you know I had a brother and sister?
Not by you.
And I say, "You do?"
Yeah.
Say, "Well, we gotta meet him when we get back."
Wait,
When
Dad,
we get back,
where
just say,
where did you last leave them, Dad?
Grace is gonna come in and look around at everyone in here and go,
And I'm like,
how much does everyone have?
karaoke is a
Not
brilliant
enough
idea.
yet. I think you and I need to catch up to these guys.
sing off!
Sing off.
Thing is,
Sing off!
everyone's practically on their faces, but Sally looks fine.
Have you ever tried karaoke before? It is
What?
brilliant. Okay, it's so we sing
Sing
the
off!
song. Sing off. The sing
Off!
and
We could sing the Eddie Bones song.
Dr. Pablo Uso says, I'm the karaoke champion of this place.
Get off the table, man. You're gonna fall.
I thought this was a chair.
No, you're on the table right now.
No, God.
And I hand it, oh, Cyrus, you need a drink.
Ah, yes. Oh,
you need to catch up.
Oh yeah,
Two
yeah,
drinks.
yeah. Let me get.
no, bring it. I got hands, guys.
Yeah, yeah. Eddie gets.
I might drink it both that one.
Like,
Edward 40 to the 40.
And
I'm like, that's not all you got. I'm like, look at these shiny
I'm
horns.
pulling Grace.
Oh yeah, they're
Grace, here, have one.
pokey.
She's got one in her other hand already. She's like, thanks.
I pull Grace in and I say, "Hey, just let you know, I got some great plans for tonight.
Better than what we just did?
Way better." And I show her what's in my pockets.
Is it cocaine? What's going on?
No. It's
Pocket cocaine.
It's cat hair.
I'm so confused.
So random.
Because I just need a piece of hair to turn into somebody.
Yeah.
So, but I can also turn other people into those things. So, you think what I'm thinking?
This is how you get this cat
I
girl.
doubt it.
Come on, it's not like we haven't done other things before.
You said you weren't going to bring that up.
I'm saying,
Oh, he didn't tell me. We heard it, Grace. We heard it.
and then I put my hand in my other pocket and I take out this,
The werewolf hair.
and I show another hair, and I say, "But guess what this one was?" And it's very light.
That's not Sal's, is it?
No,
Because he's lost his.
and I say, "This one's Nakashi's."
Eddie,
Didn't she just tell you to stop doing that?
she just turns and walks away.
I say, oh, come on. And you always did say you were better than her.
She's gonna turn and come back. She says, "Fine, I'll be Nakashi if you be him."
That guy. Why do you like that guy?
Why do you like Nakashi?
I don't like Nakashi. I like you.
Then what's this nonsense? You want me to dress like her?
No.
You dress like him.
Wait, whoa, I'm flattered. I feel weird about this.
Shut up.
Why not me?
Okay. Wait, I need another shot. Here's another one.
How's it feel, Eddie? How's it feel? I want you to look like him when we do it.
Why not?
Can I look
I
like him
really
too?
like being a part of this.
I mean, that's fine, but can I also look like him? And then I said, sorry, let me get a piece of your hair.
No, stand back. First of all, that might kill her.
And I'm like, Annan, they're inviting you into their
Okay, I need another shot.
party
I
plan.
don't want it. I don't want it.
Let me do a physical save.
Fun being drunk.
She's like, "It's not the point. That's not the point. He just asked me to be another woman."
It is the point. Excuse you. I'm flattered that you've seen my feminine side.
No, that's not what I said.
The
Never
point
mind.
is, Grace, I love you more than anything else. It's just
Sometimes he just wishes you were
my
a cat.
I love you guys too.
I'm just saying when can I say that I boned a god?
You don't understand. You're with company, yes?
At any point. At any point from what I've heard.
And I say, oh, here's another one. Psh, I put it down.
All right.
It's like, by the way, I love you guys. You guys are the best.
Oh, is that how it is?
Yeah. Yeah, that is how it is.
Fine. I'll be the cat.
Yeah! Eddie hits the table. Hits him.
Girl, you nasty.
You know what? I just got out of the...
The things you do for love.
Yes.
Oh, speaking of love,
Speaking of love.
are you gonna
truly.
are you gonna continue your legacy? By the way,
I've had my body for less than 6 hours. I would like to, yes.
Hey, my dad really interested in
Immediately poisoning
legacies.
it.
Can I just say, I miss Eric. I am jealous of this. That just happened.
Oh, the other Eric. The real one.
The real Eric.
Oh.
The only Eric that was real.
Well,
took
yeah,
his
but you were
name as
Eric
a
at
tribute.
first.
No, I took Eric as a tribute.
Well, we know that
Wait,
now.
but you had the disguise spell. You could just turn him into Eric.
God, no.
No. This is more like
I understand.
Sari says drunkenly.
I understand
yeah.
the alcohol talk.
yeah,
but
yeah. Eddie says drunkenly too. But I mean, don't you want to continue your legacy?
no.
I mean, don't you want to have an heir? Because you're
he
a
has lots
god.
of hairs.
No, heir.
Hairs.
mean, you
And
are-
I pluck some
And
hairs.
respectfully, shut up.
And like,
Do
here,
not
Eddie,
understand
for grace,
what you're
for
talking
grace.
about.
I mean, you are a god, right? So don't you want to have more gods?
Godlings?
the
Halflings?
way I understand it is gods don't actually make more gods.
Oh, he's sterile?
No.
Oh.
You want to stop talking about my.
That's why he gave the throne to Eric Aegir.
You know what? I could probably fix that. And he's probably.
And then I like, bar fight! And I Sally joins it right in.
When you yell bar fight, in the far end of the room, a whole table flips over as a trio of giant bears stands up.
It's like, oh, let's go! And Eddie starts swinging at people.
There's just there's just furniture flying everywhere. The sounds of the fists are so loud.
And every time when Eddie hits somebody down, he heals them.
And they get sober.
And you're just standing there still trying to get drunk.
I'm maybe looking for a damsel in distress at the moment.
Yes.
Or maybe I'll just go.
All right. Well, you guys
Can we fast forward like
you
4
have
hours
your
later?
bar fight.
Yeah.
You go back to your room. You pass out.
Yeah.
Wait, who wins the bar fight?
Nobody wins bar fights.
You guys are legates.
Sally wins.
Yeah, we all win. We all win.
I don't know what the teams were.
I'm trying to find him.
Sally put some money on herself to win.
You wake up the next morning with Dr. Kawauso knocking on your doors in the hotel.
You're gonna say in her bed.
You all wake up the
He's not a child. He's an adult.
He's an adult. Yeah.
None of you are in the right rooms, but Dr.
I do have
Kawauso
Grace
is
with
waking
me.
you all up.
I do have
She's
Grace.
like,
I'm waking up. I'm like, Grace, I love you so much.
Wait, is it Grace or Nakashi?
I don't remember how we got here.
It's both.
You're all back to normal. Dr. Kawauso standing there looking hungover as fuck. And he says, the council's summoning you guys.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, Eddie, please healing. Thanks.
Yeah, I'm gonna heal myself through. Boom.
Although as a legate, I could heal myself, but
Yeah, you can heal yourself.
I ask Eddie.
Eddie,
Oh, okay.
Eddie,
All right, council time.
Eddie.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, God. Wow, that really works.
Yeah.
We need more magic people around here. Everybody's all techie.
Did you see that bear that hit me?
Yeah.
Oh my
Take a back
gosh, the
punch.
fur that was flying.
I don't even know what hit me.
That backflip you did was amazing, though.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
She did a backflip?
When he hit him, when you hit her,
Oh, I wish I could remember
like
that.
a whole cartwheel.
I didn't see most of the fight.
Yeah.
Remember how small I am?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I used to be there. I used to be smaller.
I was unconscious almost
And
immediately.
you were saying all those like tiefling slurs, man.
I don't remember that.
You got.
Oh yeah, you can understand.
Yeah, I can understand you.
Ah, yeah.
Fuck you, dude.
No, what? Fuck you. What did I do?
Don't ever talk about my lineage or lack thereof. It's not.
Was I saying something like that?
Yes, you were.
Oh, come on. It was coming from the heart.
Oh yeah, you wanted his hair.
No,
His hair.
you should know by now that whatever I say to you is only because of it's from my heart.
Absolutely, but you also need to understand that there are boundaries and respecting other people's boundaries.
Yeah, and I've come a long way.
But
Alright.
and to be fair, I'm sure it's nothing that you haven't heard before being royalty.
Yes, and I was annoyed with it even then.
I know, but we're past that, buddy. Come on, give me a hug. Come on. And give you, and I kind of give you a tap on the back, and I just say to you, man, when we get back to Archonia, we're gonna do so much for you and anybody that you need. So don't worry.
I just need a vacation. That's really it.
Yeah.
I finished getting on my new clothes, which are like adventure robes. They're like
Nice.
purplish and gold and dark colors. I do have a tail, by the way. It's very devilish.
Nice.
Tell.
Yes.
I did not notice this.
And
It's not in the artwork. I didn't know about it.
Yeah. Well, it's also behind
It's,
clouds.
yeah,
is the
yeah.
tail like sensitive? Like if I touch it, do you like feel it like right away?
Yeah.
Okay.
So don't.
Okay. I don't. No, he's thinking about this.
Oh, okay.
He's thinking about it.
I clip on my cape now that you've.
Yeah, we're dressed up nice.
I dress up nice.
What do you guys think?
Dr. Kawauso's like, oh, it helps you balance, doesn't it?
My tail?
Yeah, there's different uses for tails in the natural world, you know.
Yeah, and we're not fully prehensive. Like I can't fight with it, but I can grab stuff with it.
Kind of grab stuff.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a cross between like cattail, monkey tail kind of thing.
Somewhere in that realm.
Yeah, all right.
No fur though.
Can you hang from trees with your tail?
I haven't tried.
He just got this body back, so.
I have a ship with sails. We could use the person.
Well, but
rigging.
The council.
But yeah, the council's calling us. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go, guys.
Yeah.
I think you're going to be happy.
Okay, so we're going there.
You're going there. Zoe lets you in, the elephant guy. He's kind of guarding the door.
Ironically, I actually have a headache, so I feel like I'm actually
Yeah.
right now.
And I'm like, Zoe, great place. Thanks for the wreck.
Yeah, I heard you owe a lot of money there.
Oh.
Oh, don't worry.
Was our gold not good enough?
The gold was good for the drinks, but now they have to replace all the furniture.
To be fair, that was the bears that attacked us.
Yeah.
Those guys are in jail.
Okay.
then they should be fined for this, not us.
They don't deserve jail. I mean, as much as.
Well, they killed 4 people in that fight.
Holy
Whoa,
shit.
what?
Maybe they do.
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
But
Wow, they broke the first rule of bar fights.
like I said, we're not here to meddle with your legal systems. But anyway, what is this council like?
Yeah, so you guys go inside. You probably got, well, Eddie's healed a couple of you, but
Yeah.
the rest of you have black eyes and
Yeah.
everything. You walk in, and Takagi, one of the lizard men, he says, we have had a discussion about your pedigree and your request. Given that all evidence points to you being exactly who you say you are, and the probable appearance of the goddess Nakashi here in our council chamber, it has been decided that the keeper of ancient histories, Rayon, will assist you in finding what you seek, if it is indeed on this planet.
Thank you.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Wonderful.
Very, very happy to hear
Thank
that.
you.
Thank you.
Oh, I feel like there's a but.
But
I got that feeling too. I got that feeling too.
it is important that you understand that we do not wish to be involved in your conflict.
Oh, yeah.
Here on Jaquish Reynard, we have a long history of sticking to our duty as caretakers of the original natural species. This can only be impeded by contact with the outside.
I don't think destiny will allow you to live in peace. Eventually, if we don't succeed against our fight with destiny, he will be coming for every universe, every people groups, especially those that believe and keep to beliefs of gods and goddesses.
This was discussed, and we believe that our best hope lies in you defeating your enemy.
If we are to fail, I know my companions here don't really want to intervene with a lot of the politics that you have going on, but I'm not so privy to that notion. If we are to fail, might I suggest partnering with neighboring planets? The more united people are against a common threat, the stronger they are to fight this thing. You have limited resources here, resources that honestly are beyond even our knowledge of what Destiny is capable of. But other planets have other resources. Things, minds, people, ideas, however on the fringe they are. It can give you a leg up to have your civilization survive. That's my 2 cents on it. Take it as you will. And I'm sorry if I've offended you, but I think that's your only means of survival should we fail.
But
We're not going to
I'm
fail.
not going to fail. So have trust in me.
And me.
And us.
Tanaka is going to say, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Our closest neighbors are Argus Black and Erie, and they are not pleasant. In our long experience, the best way to stay safe from interplanetary conflicts is to stay unnoticed.
That's not a bad idea. For the time being.
For the time being.
Doctor, I turned to the ladder. I would like to borrow your device for a second, please.
Okay.
And I would like to try to hack it and append if I can, and try to give him the ability to maybe possibly see the nanites with that device, because I can scan people. Is that something that I need a Nari for?
I think that's a project.
Okay.
I don't think it's something you can do just on the cuff, off the cuff here.
Okay. May I hold on to this for a little bit? I'm going to try and give you guys the ability to see destiny coming, if it comes to that.
Of course, but why modify a single tablet? You could modify a bank of computers. We could modify more tablets from.
You will have to figure that out. I don't have the time to sit here and do that. So I need to take this with me and work on it, and then I'll give it back to you, and you guys can transfer it however you want.
Okay. So
you can copy it.
As you guys are aware, detecting these nanites has been impossible. You wove an entire complex of spells around it to make it not only immune to divination magic, but also to make the nanites invisible to things that would normally see them.
Which is why I believe I'll need a Nari to actually do it.
What you would know now that you remember how you made it all is that the nanites can talk to each other.
Yep.
This is, of course, how Destiny was able to create Corinthian Briar's eyes on Archonia while people were experimenting on Eddie's werewolf blood on Nebulon. There's a wireless connection between them all. So in order to detect the nanites, you can tap into that connection. But like I said, it's
so we're looking for like the signal rather than the nanites themselves.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But and that's something I can do without Inari. I can as a project.
As a project, you could do
okay,
that.
cool.
Great. So Rayon will lead you guys out of the council chamber and out of this town, and it is actually he's going to take you guys to. It's kind of like a tram, like an underground tram.
Nice.
Cat's got her head hanging all the way off the footstool, like she's dead.
No, she's moving.
She's twitching though. She's not dead, but she's just like.
The throes of undead.
Cats are weird.
Yeah. Anyway, you get in the tram, and it takes you out of town and past several other towns, it seems. These are all, of course, underground, things, but you can still see that you've passed several other towns until you get to a giant cavern. This is lower down. You've been descending as you go. You're no longer in the ice. You're now in rock. And there is heat emanating up from below. As you enter this giant cavern, it actually seems to be built inside a volcano. And this track that you're on crosses the gap to an island in a lake full of magma. And on this island is this huge structure made out of metal. It looks almost like a cathedral in the way that it's designed, but it's made entirely of metal. It has all these weird accents with like ancient symbols, which Asarius, you can actually read them.
Oh, shit.
And you know that this place is the storehouse of knowledge that was left here by the Empire of Archonia in the Second Age. This is the oldest building any of you have ever seen.
Do you think maybe this is the temple that we were looking for?
No.
No, what this is, you've already been told that this planet was like an ark.
Yeah.
You guys know in real life, there's like buildings in the Arctic where they have seeds of every plant stored just in case something happens to the rest of the world, we can regrow all the plants, right? This planet is that for the Empire of Archonia. That's why all these animals are here. And this building is the storehouse of knowledge from the ancient empire. 2-million-year-old empire from the last iteration of the universe. This is where the records are. Rayon is important because he is the record keeper.
Okay. Out of character question. It wouldn't be updated because at some point they lost contact with each other, right? Yep. So the last few 100,000 years are not of history and knowledge from Archonia is not included here.
That's correct. And in fact, you know the Empire collapsed a million years before the universe collapsed.
Yeah.
So it hasn't been updated since then. You probably didn't know about Jakesh Reynard,
right, yeah.
but like this building is not like part of a network of computers. This is like a storehouse.
Yeah.
So whatever's stored here, it's not being updated and never was. So it's at least 2 million years old.
But more like a time capsule than a complete. Got it.
But a huge one.
Yes. Sick.
But you know, it can't be from all the way back in the Second Age if you're in it.
Yeah.
You're the cursed man. So it must have had either been built a little bit after or had information added to it later. And Rayon will actually, if you want to ask him about that, tell you that the cursed man seems to be, they think, the last thing that was added. That this man started a war that destroyed the Empire and killed the gods.
Oh.
And that's why nobody's coming. So it's like the reason that he recognized you immediately is that like the information about you is front and center when you enter. When you enter, there's literally a hologram of you.
This me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's what you looked like at the time. And the whole story is there for anyone to read about how this thing was built by the Second Age, the Empire of the Second Age, and that empire no longer exists because of this guy. But don't worry, the gods got him. They turned him into a fox, but watch out if he ever comes back.
Wow.
Yeah.
Who named me the cursed man, by the way? Like, does it say anywhere?
Well, you were. I mean, no. It actually doesn't say the cursed man.
Oh,
It's just what he called you because you're a man that was cursed.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, because I was cursed.
You were cursed to be a fox. Yeah.
Yeah, we could just bypass this whole part.
I don't know. You sure you don't want to watch it?
I really don't.
How much did they get wrong?
Okay, I kind of want to watch it.
It's all right.
Oh, shit.
You realize from watching it, the only person that could have come here and put this here is Fetch. Because it's every detail.
He was scorned.
Yeah.
Oh.
Fetch, was she the second sister?
Yep.
Yeah.
She's the one.
She wasn't your ex, was she?
She's got some intimate details on me.
She's the one that sort of essentially got drunk with him and let him know how you can kill a god. And then the first god that he killed was her mother, Riskrabon.
She deserved it.
She is the goddess of death.
Yeah. Well, now that we all know that, I mean, you've already seen me naked, why not know everything about my past?
Yep, it's detailed.
Yeah.
And of course, you know that the whole plan took centuries.
Yeah.
And then also didn't work.
Yeah, I know. I'm surprised this place survived the collapse. The calamity.
You can't explain that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
can't.
Out of character, I can tell you it didn't. It is one of the places that reappeared.
Yeah.
But
Somebody held on to it. Well,
yeah.
Oh, it's probably Fetch. Anyway, let's
Is
look for this.
the stone here?
so they have to look that up. Rayon is he's heard of it. He knew what you were talking about in the council chambers, but he only has it in he only has the stone in like a computer database. And he pulls up the Omnium Bind stones, and of course they're in the section that's about you because that's when they came into existence.
Yeah.
But he says, yes, this is what I thought. This place is not just a storehouse of information. It does also have some ability to catalog the information, the new data that's happening here on Jakesh Reynard. As you can see, these machines over here are keeping records of all of our genetic changes and the colony that our ancestors were part of when we came here. And this is not something we did. The machines were already here cataloging events on the planet. And so when you mentioned the Bind Stone, and he's literally, you see him, he's fully a lion, but they're like pedals and stuff that he's using to control the machine. It's like the
Is
whole.
it like the buttons those dogs used to talk?
Yeah, basically, yeah. Hit by an ad. Glad to catch y'all. What's up, pretty boy?
Yo, man. Been a long
What
time.
up, pretty boy?
Pretty boy. Not for me. I gamed with him the past several weeks on Monday.
Oh, sweet.
Yes.
Hey, but I don't think we'll be seeing him again though, because he got something else going on Mondays now. Yeah, so he's controlling his computer with pedals and buttons, but he's able to pull up a record of what looks at first glance to your eyes like a meteor strike on a field of ice miles from here. And this was thousands of years ago. But zooming in, using what can only be a satellite in orbit, there is a bindstone in the crater. Now, this is footage. If it's still there, it would be buried by now. But essentially what you see happen is this Omnium bindstone fall out of the sky and smack into Jakeesh Renard and leave a crater.
Okay.
Interesting way to transport it.
Well, we never went and got it. I recognized it from these databanks, but I assumed, I don't know what I assumed, but given the nature of, you can't do that. Given the nature of everything here, you were very dangerous, and I just thought we should leave it alone if it was what I thought it was.
Probably smart.
How far away is this crater?
About 4,000 miles.
Over here?
Any quick way to get there, transportation wise?
Do we have a ship?
Teleport wards?
Well, therein lies the other problem. It's on the surface.
Mm-hmm.
We do have spacecraft. They haven't been in use for some time. There was a period when we were keeping orbital stations around the planet, and so we have craft that can reach those, and one of them maybe could get safely to this crater. Unless you have other means of travel.
We can always investigate other means of travel unless we're trying to fly in spacecraft.
That sounds like it might be the best bet.
4,000 miles is pretty long.
Yeah, I used to be able to give us the ability to breathe underwater. But
An easy thing for me to do, but before we even attempt something new, can I chat with you for a second? Sorry.
me?
Yeah.
Sure.
Sorry, give us a second. Okay. This.
Right. Should I shrink down? Is it going to be weird?
I mean, I guess I'm just looking up at you. This place existed beyond whatever rifts separated, the destruction of everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think there's a way to. I'm just throwing it out there. I don't know if you're interested in the idea of potentially forcing ourselves to step back beyond that space. Since this exists, we're able to maybe focus whatever energy exists within me to force ourselves beyond whatever wall of time keeps us from going back before the calamity. If this exists, I think there's some rupture or some way to traverse back into that time.
To stop me.
To stop.
You will never exist, in a sense.
I just wanted to pose it. I know this is weighed heavily on you, and I don't know. I want to give you that option.
Well, let's look at it this perspective. A god, going back to the old me who was trying to kill gods, to try to stop him.
You would be there with me. I'm not.
What does that? I mean, it's hard to truly remember who I was back then, but I imagine it won't be easy, if not impossible, without a fight. And I was very strong.
Now.
True.
And I'm not talking kill you. I'm talking convince you so this whole entire thing never happened. You know yourself best.
What I'm saying is I don't think that will work. Convincing.
Okay.
I don't know. I didn't know back then what I know now. If it's even possible to go back there.
I think it is.
I don't know if I want to mess with that.
Fair.
Let's keep that on the table as a possibility if there's no other options. I would love more than anything for this to all be undone, but will it? I don't know enough about time and all of that to even know if it's possible to prevent all this from happening. And if it is prevented, I will never know you guys. You will never. This world will never exist as it is. This universe.
Okay.
So.
Well,
that's I will say I do like you thinking outside the box like this. And we should definitely put any option we can on the table until we figure something out.
Meanwhile, Sally's asking Eddie, so, did Grace like it? How was it?
You have trouble remembering.
No, yeah, I can't remember, but I haven't heard any complaints, so. But, let's get that ship. Don't you want to man one of these ships, Captain?
I do indeed.
And it's 4,000 miles, so we better get them moving.
And I'm like, Mr. Ryan? Rayon? How would we get one of those ships in orbit?
Well, it's not in orbit. It's down here. I've summoned it for you.
Nice. What's the name?
The name of what?
The ship.
Are they supposed to have names?
Yeah, we usually give names to our ships.
Well, how big is it?
Well, it carries a crew of 6.
Oh, it's like a little ship.
Like a shuttle.
It's a yeah, it would take people up to the orbital station and back.
Okay. So the Defiant.
The Defiant?
The Defiant.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was going to call it Puddle Jumper 1, but
Defiant's pretty good. It has sort of an anti-cyborg sort of...
We haven't even seen it yet. It could have a weird shape that...
It's defiant.
Okay, all right.
He points with his tail. It's literally outside. You can just...
Nice.
Let's go.
I was calling it up. That's what I was doing over here.
Okay.
All right.
If there is any like pictures of Fetch, I will just like take a last look at it before we move on.
She's actually in the pictures that they have here. There are a couple of her arrival and departure. She's different than you knew her. When you knew her, you could just look at her like you look at any other person, but now she has an obscuring black cloud in front of her face.
Huh.
And it's almost like, even in the images, it is clearly a supernatural prevention of your ability to see her features.
Me specifically or anybody?
Anybody.
Oh, okay, anybody. Okay, great. I mean, hopefully I didn't have something to do with that. Probably did.
well, it's just a bad Botox job.
That hair day. Let's go.
Yeah, let's get there.
Sally gets
All
into
right.
the driver's seat.
Yeah.
After
Great idea.
stepping out,
Love it.
I'm summoning Ilnir and
What's up, boss?
hi. Sorry, quick thing. Can I experiment? Real quick.
Okay.
Calling this Nemota's disseminating moon. So I'm going to try and force you back before the calamity.
What calamity?
Great question. I hope this doesn't hurt you in any way. I know that this is an epicenter, and I know that this existed before, and it exists now.
Can I see this happening?
So
You're just in the ship doing this, right?
this is before we enter, as we're exiting.
Like we're walking out and you're staying behind.
I grab or I touch a bit of the stone to kind of center the old and the new existing at once, and I touch Ilnir, and you see as the white tentacles kind of escape from my hands and attempt to tear open reality to push Ilnir into it.
Can
So-
I try to stop him?
You can. What do you want to do?
Well, first,
By the way, I want to, sorry, before you even do this, read this. Disseminating Moon. This is a tremendous time of transmutation. All of the prior elements are coming together for a final burst of creative output.
Okay. I'm not sure why you want to try and stop him, but tell me what you do.
well, I'm afraid he's messing with time again.
Yes, he is, but I'm not sure you would know that.
Yeah.
But we feel magic happening, right?
Yeah, because
Yeah?
of my nullifier, I should feel what
You
he's doing.
feel magic happening, yeah. But
Do I sense
clearly
what is he trying to do?
I think you just have to ask him.
Okay, so can we just back up like mid, like as you're transmitting into him, I'm gonna say out loud to you, it's like, you're not trying to go back in time again, are you?
Me? No.
And I said we shouldn't mess with time anymore.
I'm not messing with time.
But you're sending him back in time, are you?
Ilnir is inconsequential to the grand scheme of things.
I don't think you understand what you're doing.
I understand that Ilnir can't physically do anything there and will cease to exist, so I don't even know if this will work.
Are you pushing him through while Eddie's talking with you?
Well, before
You're just like-
before he completely pushes them in, I want to quickly look through time and see if this is going to cause a bad.
So you want to look forward from now.
Yeah, forward from now. I'm going to look forward from now a full minute.
So 1 minute from now, you're going to see a minute.
Yeah.
It is. Everyone is heading to the ship except for Lorian, who is standing right where he's standing now, looking confused and a little bit panicked, and there is no fox.
A little confused, a little bit panic.
Yeah.
And what? How do I look?
I think so. You're seeing this from your own perspective in the future, so you
Yeah.
can't see yourself. But you're not following everyone else going out to the ship. You're sort of standing between, watching them leave, and also able to look over to Lorian. You in the future is not involved with whatever's happening there, but you do hear your own voice go, "Lorian, what's wrong?"
Does he answer back?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to put words in your mouth because you don't know what happened in the intervening minute. I think what you hear from him is he's just he opens his mouth to try to speak and just like what happened?
Okay.
Everyone get your arses in the ship now.
so-
We're leaving.
So I assume it's bad. So we go back. I see that in the future.
It's not an assumption of it's bad.
He looked mortified.
Yeah, mortified. And I say, I attempt to stop you. So I go to grab your hand.
Why do you want to stop this?
And I say, whatever is about to happen, you're not going to like. Trust me. And you trust me, right?
And you do know that he can see the future.
Yes.
What did you say?
I saw that you were not happy with the result. So, we could always try this again later. It doesn't have to be right now.
We're not going to be returning here. I'll grab him and pull him out.
You want to push him into this?
No, he pull him out.
Pull him out. Okay.
As the tentacles recede and stitch together that rift.
I want
small
you
rift.
to roll me magic plus, we'll call it charisma. But you need to hit 14.
Ooh.
I'm very good with magic, so
14
let's see what happens.
billion. Hey, do we get any coins for me not being a fox anymore? Did we already do that?
No, we didn't.
We didn't do any of that.
Meanwhile, you hear Sally impatiently saying, "Hurry up! I get to finally drive something."
Yeah.
Okay, I want you to see this roll. 5, 6, 7. I have a +4 in magic, and I have a +3 in charisma, which totals
It's 14.
Got it. You guys need it.
I'm sorry, you got 14?
14
Mom and
exactly.
I-
Max
I'm
gets
gonna-
1 for making the check.
So as you pull Ilnir away from the portal that you opened, you sense something really chaotic and disruptive on the other side of the portal. You attempted to open a portal here back to pre-collapse, right? I think by hitting that 14, you realize that you opened a portal to nothingness. Had you pushed Ilnir in there, he would have ceased to exist forever.
I give you a wink.
As it's stitched back, I just think something chaotic. Hold on.
Not that kind of chaos.
Damn it! I just had a brilliant idea for that.
And I know you did. That's why I had to stop you. I didn't mean it like that.
But
Not a butts.
nothingness. I can't go back, but it's nothingness. Maybe that can be used.
Maybe. But let's walk and talk.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm just going through all the ideas as we're walking
okay,
back
okay,
to the ship.
okay.
What if we open it during the battle with Destiny, and I tear open that huge portal, and then we just push it in
But
as we're getting into the ship. There's nothingness, Sally. There's nothingness.
There's going to be nothingness if you don't get your ass in the seat right now.
okay.
Sit down on a chair.
I buckle him in.
Nothingness.
You took a look, didn't you?
Elnir jumps on my lap and I just.
All right, Captain.
I'm gonna just, because I know where your head's at.
All right, we're blowing this popsicle stand.
Push it.
As we're driving out,
Yep.
I shall remind you that Destiny's not just one being. He's all of it.
But we can shut it off.
You can't push all of it into that hole.
But we can push nothingness into that hole. If nothing is pushed in, it doesn't exist.
You stared
He's
into
tied his
nothingness,
brain in a full
and
knot.
you have just fried yourself.
Meanwhile, I scrape the side of the ship as a
Yeah, you're just crashing into the... But there is a chute which Rayon tells you about. He's not coming with you guys, but he tells you what direction to go.
Okay.
There is like a chute you can take to the surface from here. He is like, what? When you get there, like, you can't just get out. It's the surface. There's no air. It's cold beyond measure.
I have a ring
don't
for
have-
that.
He doesn't know that.
Okay, I was gonna say, you don't have like spacesuits or
I mean,
hazmat suits that can survive it.
I mean, the ship probably has like hands, right?
I mean, we have our own.
Actually, yeah, that would it would.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the ship probably has like hands that can go out
Little
and
probes.
grab something.
Yeah.
We have our own methods too. It's fine.
But it's okay.
Yeah.
I have a writ that will take care of it.
Yeah, Sally has a writ she's been wanting to use. You guys get to the
crate.
surface, and it's basically a lava tube that you fly up
Yes.
out to the surface. It's now, after having been in like the magma cave, it's just blinding white out here. It's so bright. And
We're all hungover. Well, at least I'm still a little hungover.
yeah,
I'm healed. I'm raring to go.
I'm enjoying
And-
this.
yeah, looking out, it's so cold out here. But like even looking out the window makes you cold. It's so bad. The ship, it's for space, so you're not cold in here, but
I miss my fur.
outside it's so bad. And finding the crater is no problem. It takes, at the speed this ship can go, it takes a few minutes to go 4,000 miles.
Wow.
I mean, this thing, it's an orbital vessel.
Supersonic.
It's meant to go really fast.
Nice.
And finding the crater is no problem because it's pretty big. And you guys are able to set down in it. Sally, you want to read your writ?
I do.
You can finally use it.
Called March Without End.
It's called March Without End. It's an on-turn action. Effort is for a day. I could use it for 1 day. For 24 hours, you and up to 20 allied creatures per level need neither air, rest, food, nor drink. Those affected are immune to any otherwise hostile environment that would not kill a normal person in less than a minute. I heal lost hit points and lose accumulated system strain normally at morning as if I was well rested.
So
Okay.
for purposes of this planet, we're going to say being outside does take slightly longer than 1 minute to kill a normal
Yeah.
person.
Because it's super cold, right?
Yeah.
It's
Or is it super hot?
so cold that there isn't air.
Yeah, it probably takes like 2 minutes.
Yeah, it takes a minute.
Two agonizing
You're
minutes.
immediately incapacitated, but you're not dead in the first minute.
Yeah. Okay, so so you cast that on all of us.
Yeah, and it essentially makes you guys have the telepathy thing going on, but it essentially makes you immune to this environment.
Even,
Like, here's
even the
some of my
gravity?
toughness, and I just touch you a
gravity.
little.
Okay. All right. Wow. Thanks, Captain.
You do have to use the telepathy, though. Yeah.
Okay,
Normal
well,
speech, there's no air, so yeah.
Go on. Yeah. All right. And
You're constantly in my mind.
okay.
He's broken.
So we step outside,
Yeah.
and
You guys will notice that when I step outside, I remain completely clean and dry the whole time.
oh,
Outstanding.
Because
Wizard thing.
yeah, wizard things.
do we see the stone?
Not from here. You guys are going to have to find the center of the crater and dig it up. Because
Dig
it's
it
been
up.
here thousands of years. It's been covered over by natural erosion and stuff. But you guys, you
Have the
have
goggles,
the
right?
means to dig. And you even
we-
have the arms of the ship and everything.
And we have the goggles, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have the goggles. And you don't super need them necessarily because you already know where to look.
Yeah, at least we can kind of pinpoint the center of a
Yeah.
crater, even if it's less deep than it used to be.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I assume we find the spot and I start digging.
Yeah, it takes a few hours, but eventually you get down far enough.
I mean, can I just do Howl of Light and
Yeah, I would just create a writ.
I don't even need to create a writ. I could just Howl of Light and it's
So you guys just summon hellfire and
Yeah.
damnation onto the center of this crater, blow an even bigger crater, and there's the ball.
Yeah, yeah. And I say, now that's how you do it.
Sally's so proud of her march of that in, and you guys are just like,
No, that's good because what he just did could have hurt us too.
that's true.
that's-
Yeah.
actually I can't speak, so luckily I have the effort that allows me to cast without speaking.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Nice. All right.
really handy.
So
Well, I'm not casting a spell. I'm just willing things into existence.
Yeah.
so we see the ball there.
Yep.
Little spell.
Can I grab it?
Yeah, you can pick it up.
Okay. And while I'm talking to you through my mind, it's like, do we want to release it now?
Not here.
Not here.
No.
You got it.
Where do you want to release it?
Somewhere not out in this environment. I'm sure. No, they are
Okay.
probably reduced power, if not powerless, after all this time in that rock, and no followers. So,
But they should be okay in the ship.
What if we begin to transfer ourselves back to our ship?
I would like, on that account, I would like to make sure we take some magical item from this place in case we ever have to come back. Wait, how did we get here originally?
Wait,
No, I have
The skull. The skull.
Well, the skull stopped
No,
being
we
magic.
returned the skull.
Oh,
but
yeah,
Athari's,
that's true.
isn't this technology comparable to Nebulon? Wouldn't Inari maybe want to stay on this planet to use the technology to get whatever we need for Archonia?
We should definitely awaken them here, but like not out here. Let's go inside.
Let's go back to our room, I guess.
Yeah, so you guys get in the ship where you can actually speak again. You're correct, by the way. In order to be trapped in the stone in the first place, the god has to have already died and been reborn as a mortal and then been discovered in mortal form. So if you let him out of the stone, he's going to have the powers of a mortal. He'll die again, and
immediately,
you'll have to wait for him to be reborn again.
Yeah.
All right. So we get him in the ship and we go back to our place.
Yeah.
And
Are you going to try to communicate with him? You now have, with your hacking and everything, the ability to talk to a god in the stone.
While we're flying back?
Yeah.
How do you
No.
begin that conversation?
Yeah.
Well, you need to check who it is.
That's true. Okay, so can I hack it? I just want to do analyze. I don't want to actually communicate with him yet because I honestly don't know what to say.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
this is going to be a good conversation.
I'm like, Hannon, were you and him friends in the way back when?
Not
I don't
great.
think you remember him very
I
well.
don't really remember. Maybe.
And until
I can go back in
9.
time and figure it out.
9's enough.
I'm kidding.
just to analyze.
Anari is someone very significant to you, so you know what he looks like.
Yeah.
And when you look in this stone, normally people go in the stone and they look like whatever their mortal form was when they were captured.
Yeah.
But this is the first time you've seen a god who's been in the stone for thousands and thousands of years. He has reverted to his normal appearance, or they have reverted to their normal appearance that you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's Anari.
That's fascinating. I suppose they can take whatever form they want, whatever the form they identify with, mainly. Oh, but they were mortals, so would they have even known that they were a god at the time?
They might have figured it out.
The length of
perhaps,
time involved probably has something to do with
I
it.
imagine.
Will they be crazy like a person who's been in a hold for
Like me?
days on end?
Honestly, I feel like maybe you have the best conversation piece, or at least to calm them down.
Would
Maybe
Anari
we should
recognize
get one of
me?
your songs
Like, I don't-
ready.
You're not sure. If they remember their old life, absolutely.
That's true.
Well, this is all going to be part of the process, so
All right.
And as you sit there thinking about that, having just run analyze and not made any contact, all of a sudden you hear their voice coming through your cranial jack,
Thank God.
which I assume you taped onto your head since it was in a tiny hat. But
Yeah. I've modified it to wear it. Yeah.
you hear their voice coming into your mind saying, "Oh, it's you."
Do we also hear this since it's...
No.
Oh.
You will hear me say, "So you remember me?"
It took a while, but yeah. I take it you have use for me now.
Long story short, we'll catch you up to speed, but all of existence is in danger, and you are the key to fix it. I am trying my best to undo what I've done, and I know that's not going to be enough.
Know that they're our only hope.
You're our only hope.
And we're sorry. You're sorry.
You know what? That's it. We're gonna end there.
Oh,
Cliffhanger.
Yeah.
No.
all right.
That's Star Wars reference out of the way.
Well, we got the stone finally.
Yeah, you got the stone. You're gonna have to figure out what to do with it.
Well, we're definitely gonna free him.
Yeah, we'll see everyone tomorrow morning for the start of Archonia Fest, 10 a.m. Pacific.
10 a.m. tomorrow morning.
Yes.
See you there.
The three of us, me and Alan and Yuri, will be here for that.
Hell yeah!
And
Can't wait.
we'll
Who
see
knows
you.
what we'll talk about?
Who knows what we'll talk about? Probably your mom.
Probably
Mom.
penises again.
I doubt it.
On our rec-
I doubt it'll be penises. We'll probably talk about Cody a lot. We're gonna talk about Cody all night
That's
in the
right.
morning.